Welcome to the 𝗷𝗃𝗃 Islami Bank NCL T20 2024-25 powered by Walton. This is match number 26 between Dhaka and Barishal, live from the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium in Sylhet. What a ground this is. What a place, what a venue, what a sight. As you can see, surrounded by tea gardens. This is what happened earlier today. Sylhet versus Rajshahi, where Rajshahi won by 26 runs. Dhaka will now face Barishal in the next match, and we've got plenty of action coming your way still, and plenty that has happened because more than 2 matches are taking place. Yes, a total of 4 matches are taking place, with 2 of them in the Sylhet Academy ground, the Sylhet outer ground, Chattogram versus Dhaka Metro, where Dhaka Metro won by 17 runs, and currently Rangpur are taking on Khulna. With all teams in action every day, this is the final phase of the group stage, and this is how the points table looks. Dhaka Metro flying high, 7 wins out of 7. Rangpur on second position, 10 points. Chattogram, Khulna, they're on 6, and it's getting tight here because Rajshahi, Sylhet, they are on 4. It's going to be tough for them. Barishal on 4 as well, and Dhaka on 4 points as well. The final will be played on 24th December. So this is how the points table looks, and we will go downstairs where Mazharuddin is ready for the toss.
It's toss time of this 𝗷𝗃𝗃 Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. I've got the 2 captains, Saif Hassan of Dhaka Division, Shoaib Ghazi of Barishal, alongside the match referee 𝗂𝗃𝗃. Saif would spin the coin. Tail is the call.
And it is tail.
And it's a tail. Ghazi, toss জিতেছেন কি করবেন?
বোলিং।
রাইট, কোনো স্পেসিফিক রিজন?
অ্যাকচুয়ালি মানে আমরা যে 3-4টা ম্যাচের ভিতরে 2টা জিতছি, তো চেস করেই জিতছি, তো আমাদের ওই কনফিডেন্সটা ভালো আছে, এই জন্যই বোলিং করা।
দলে কোনো পরিবর্তন?
একটা পরিবর্তন, পিয়ানের জায়গায় জিহাদ খেলতেছে লেগ স্পিনার।
রাইট, অল দ্য বেস্ট।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
সাইফ, ব্যাটিং ফার্স্ট, হ্যাপি?
We would have ball first, as we had some equations to play, so nevertheless as we are getting batting, we have to put a good total on the board.
You mentioned about the equations. This game turns out to be very crucial for your team.
Yeah, obviously we have to win with a big margin, so hopefully we can have a good start.
Any changes in the playing 11?
𝗃𝗵𝗃 is coming in place of Ongkon.
Thank you very much, and all the best.
Thank you.
Right, so the news from the center is that Barishal have won the toss and they have decided to bowl first.
Well, Barishal have won the toss and they've elected to field first. Here is the playing 11 for Barishal. Shoaib Ghazi, the captain, Jihadul in, Iftikhar, Abdul, Fazle Rabbi, all of them still there. Tanvir Islam, Kamrul, Ruel Mia Mehdi, and of course Iftikhar in this starting 11. And here's playing 11 for Dhaka Division, led by Saif Hassan. They've got Mehdi, Ashikur, Rani Talukdar, lots of experience. Then they've got Abrar, youth, Ariful, youth, Iqbal, Shubhagato Home, Taibur, Najmul, and Shumon. That is their playing 11. Should be a very important match for them to keep their hopes of qualification alive. And as you see, how beautiful it is here in Sylhet. We are having a great time from the commentary box. The players are enjoying these conditions as well, as do the people that visit here and live here. Tea gardens, mountains. In winter, it is an absolute peach of a place to be in. Yes, the final group stage games, and teams all ready for a group photo before the match begins. In commentary, I'm Shanur Rabbani and I'm joined by Sajjad Udash. Welcome back, Sajjad.
Thank you so much, Shanur. Good afternoon to you and everyone else watching this game on T Sports. Photo session for Barishal team. A very important game for them and very important game for Dhaka as well. They both have the slightest, but they have the chance to qualify for the playoffs. Of course, they need to wait for the results for the other ongoing game in the outer stadium. What a brilliant tournament it has been so far. The umpires, they are now going into the ground. Ghazi Ashraful Afsar Sohel and Shafin Sharif, the on-field umpires today. What great job they have been doing in this tournament. Not very easy for the umpires as well. Ronnie Talukdar and Zawad Abrar, the youngster. And these were the heroes for yesterday. Ali Arman Rajan, the TV umpire in this game. Team hurdle going on for Barishal division. Whether they qualify for the playoffs or not, this will be end of an campaign probably if they don't qualify. So yes, they will want to make this one a memorable one. The openers, they are out in the middle, led by the youngster and Ronnie Talukdar following his rituals before he entered into the ground. Zawad Abrar, young star, what an innings he played the other day.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see when you have these new fresh faces coming in and playing well. It bodes well for them, their future, and also for the future of Bangladesh cricket as far as building a pipeline, especially in the T20 format goes. For years and years, Bangladesh have been lacking such a tournament, and finally it's here with more and more emphasis growing on this format of the game. The players are now finally being able to play in a domestic T20 tournament. Jawad Abrar's figures right there, best of 62. The strike rate of 152 is what you should notice. 4 sixes so far. And that's Ronnie Talukdar's figures, strike rate of 146. Again, very impressive. Both these batters like to attack early on. They would like to use the power play to their advantage, but Tanveer Islam, a very wily customer, good bowler, 3 wickets so far, best of 1 for 14. Will not be easy to handle. A slip is in place. Before anything, we should let viewers know that it's a must-win fixture here for Barishal to have any chance of making it to the next round.
Play.
And that's play announced. Oh, early turn. Early turn for the off spinner. The ball going away from the right-hander Jawad Abrar, and as a result, you have a wide-ish long off and a deep backward square leg in position.
This time Zawad was waiting for the ball to turn from the first ball. In the previous game as well, in the second innings, we saw how the spinners turned it around in favor of Rajshahi to win the game.
A slip also in place because of that early turn, and it's a good decision by the captain. Fuller, but look at that. Again, sharp turn. It was a flighted delivery. Jawad Abrar wanted to hoik it through deep mid-wicket. Didn't connect.
Well, Zawad will feel that he missed out on that occasion. He cleared his front leg probably moving more towards the leg side. This time make some connection, but still no run. Good over from Tanvir. He will enjoy bowling on this surface.
I'm very interested when I see 𝗂𝗲 Dabrar's stance. It's at middle and off, a very open stance. Tells you he wants to play down leg side. Beaten all ends up again. 3 deliveries that have beaten 𝗂𝗲 Dabrar's bat so far.
Look at that turn. 𝗂𝗲 Dabrar. It will be a great learning experience for him as well. Maiden to start with. No runs, no wickets after the end of first over.
Well, starting off with the maiden. Certainly good signs for Barishal. That was the last delivery. 𝗂𝗲 Dabrar looking to carve it through the offside. But again, beaten in flight on multiple occasions in the last over. 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃𝗃, the experienced fast bowler, swings it early on. 2 wickets so far. He's done well. 2 3-wicket hauls, beg your pardon. 6 wickets in the tournament so far. Oh, straight to the fielder. And that's the first wicket. Ronnie Talukdar. He tried to play that pull shot, but there was a fielder in position for exactly that at backward square leg, and he has to depart without scoring.
That is a big wicket. That is a big breakthrough for Barishal. Ronnie Talukdar, usually a very aggressive batter. He likes to take on the bowlers. This time, first ball, going for that hook shot. It is a good catch in the boundary. Ronnie Talukdar got a first ball duck. So Barishal, brilliant start from them. Ronnie Talukdar goes for a duck. None for 1.
Number 2 coming, boy.
Very intelligent bowling by Rabbi, and getting the breakthrough early on, enticing the batter to play that shot in the air, bowling it a bit short. And after a maiden in the first over, there was a bit of pressure, and we spoke about how these two batters like to play aggressive cricket, especially in the power play overs. That brings the captain Saif Hassan in the middle. He has a point to prove with the bat in this tournament. That is for sure. Up against 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃𝗃, who's been bowling brilliantly. Again, some swing. The slip is in place for exactly that. A wide-ish first slip, or you could even say a second slip in place for that.
Still no runs for Barishal. Saif Hassan played a bit early. Looking to play through the leg side, but it went straight towards the mid-on. Tanvir Islam.
Oh, played it uppishly a bit early. Will get off the mark though. That's the first run for Dhaka.
From the skipper, Saif Hassan has not enjoyed a good tournament with the bat so far, but yes, he is a capable batter. A regular performer in the domestic circuit of Bangladesh. joining the youngster 𝗧 fresh of the 62-run innings he played yesterday.
Tried to play it through the onside and then beaten for the late movement. Plenty of spice in the pitch and very good bowling by Rabbi. Again, we see him getting that natural away movement for the right-handed batter. And that's what he's been doing throughout this NCL T20. Getting the new ball to move, bowling good lines, good lengths. We see a field set up mid-on, mid-off inside the circle. Tried to dab it down deep third. Manages to only play it to the fielder at gully. Another dot ball. So there is a gully, there is a point. There's a fielder at the cover region. And then there's a short fine leg, deep backward square leg, and a deep third, which is coming in now. And the point fielder goes to a more deeper position. That tells us that he will continue to bowl that length, which he has been bowling, back of a length. Yes, 𝗿𝗳𝗃𝗍, but in the end, doesn't connect. Another dot ball. After 2, it's 1 for 1. Saif Hassan on strike. In the last over, he faced 2 deliveries, scored 1. 𝗧 yet to get off the mark as Tanvir continues after bowling a wonderful maiden in his first over. The slip in place for Saif as well.
Seven dots on the trot for Tanvir Islam. After bowling a maiden in his first, now starts once again with a dot ball, putting pressure on the Dhaka batters. Saif Hassan, he is also a natural stroke maker. Top edge. Tanvir Islam, he is really troubling the batters.
Yeah, played it a bit too early, got the outside edge of the bat. Tanvir bowling from the Al Arafa Islami Bank end, doing a very good job so far. It's been a good power play for Barishal. Oh, beaten for flight and turn. Look at the first slip fielder, went down on his haunches.
Once again, Tanvir drift into the right-hander, then going away. Big appeal, Tanvir. He was really interested in that. He was pleading for that. But the umpire's unmoved. Probably the impact was outside of stump. We need to have a close look at it. Oh, okay, gloved. So, very good decision from the umpire.
Very good bowling as well. Finally, some runs off the bat. The second one for Saif Hassan.
Shanur, the last shot, it looked really close in the naked eyes. And when we looked into the replay, it showed that it hit the gloves. That really indicates, showing us how difficult the umpiring job is. A thankless job.
This time connection is made by Abrar, and it goes all the way for the first 6 of the innings and his first 6. After 3, it's 8 for 1.
Zawad Abrar finally hitting a big six. Slight adjustment he did before hitting that ball. He was being beaten outside off stump. He moved slightly towards middle end of stump, and then he could cover the line of the ball and played across the line. Yes, it was a risky shot, but Zawad, he is high on confidence after yesterday's innings. Rabbi starts with a dot ball, and Kamrul Islam Rabbi, he picked up 9 wickets for Barishal division with this one of Ronnie Talukdar today. He is the highest wicket taker for his team with an economy of less than 6. Absolutely brilliant.
Making the new ball talk. Hence, he's been getting the wickets as well. 1 for 1 from 1.1. Now, that's nicely played by Saif Hassan into the gap, and for 4. That's his first boundary.
That is the Saif Hassan everyone knows. 584s in this tournament. Saif Hassan stood his ground. It was on a shorter length. Beautiful hand-eye coordination. Rolled the wrist over the ball, keeping it on the ground, placing it well as well.
Oh, checks his shot. Just dabs it towards that third region. The fielding is good enough to keep it down to just a single. Something about Jawad Abrar I would like to mention, Shadja, is we saw him finally playing on the onside, always looking for that onside. That's his stance, very open. So as a batter, when you're facing the new ball, the bowlers in international cricket and also here are going to tend to bowl outside off to you. So you're going to have to play shots on the offside as well. This time he does. Inside out. Doesn't go all the way, doesn't get the maximum connection, but still 2 runs using his feet on this occasion. But just as I was saying that, you could see his intention was to come down the pitch and access that onside because he moved across.
But finally he managed to play it over that mid-off fielder. Yes, it was not connected well, but that shows that he has that range outside of stump as well. Once again, he was moving towards the off stump, opening up the leg side. Kamrul Islam Rabbi spotting it, bowled a bouncer. Zawad Abrar, another youngster, showing his skills, his abilities. That's so refreshing to see, like a breath of fresh air. So many youngsters coming and performing at this level.
Flicks it away nicely into the gap. Fine enough for a 4. And that's exactly what I was talking about. And he's looking to access the leg side. And he gets the boundary after 4. It's 19 for 1. Moving across to access the onside. Does it with aplomb. Does Abrar. And this is something that his leg side play is very good. The timing he got against Tanvir, the spinner, was also something to watch and listen to. The sound it made off the bat when he played that slog sweep. So yeah, definitely a talented player, one to watch out for. Long off there. Deep square leg as well. And it's that long-off fielder that will have to do a work because Saif Hassan places it nicely for another single.
Well, you were talking about talented players. A number of players were on display in this tournament. Yes, 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 currently on your screen. Crunched off back foot into the gap, through backward point. It's a boundary.
Yeah, this time showing his offside play. He's got the shots. Very nicely rocked back and timed it to perfection. 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 moves on to 16. Starting to get a move on now, Dhaka in the power plays. Again, moving back and across. Another dot ball, a good delivery, good comeback ball by Tanvir.
Talking about talents, definitely we could name Jishan Alam, 𝗂𝗲 Rabbi from Sylhet. And Barishal, we saw 𝗬𝗃𝗍 batting with some consistency, the left-handed opener. Salman that day played an unbelievable knock to win the game against Chattogram. In the bowling department as well, Iqbal Imon. Oh, good ball, very good ball from Tanvir. I think Zawad was too ambitious with that shot.
Too full to really play off the back foot. And he has a wry smile because he knows the pureness of the pitch. The extra bounce that the bowler extracted saved him. Oh, again looking to play it on the leg side and then having to check his shot. Plenty of that happening after 5. It's 24 for 1. Saif Hassan, the captain, on 8 from 12. Abrar, on the other hand, 16 off 17, as we see a change in bowling. 𝗼𝗻 for the first time. 5 wickets in this tournament from 7 games, best of 2 for 14. Useful bowler, especially up front in the power play overs. This is the final over of the power play. And we have a deep backward point and a deep square leg in position for Saif. Oh, down the leg side. That'll be easy pickings. 4 runs.
Not the start 𝗼𝗻 was looking for. And that was an easy picking for Saif Hassan. Look at that. Outside leg stump with the fine leg up. Saif Hassan picked the gap for a boundary. So good start in this over for Dhaka, the last over of power play. Saif Hassan couldn't really fire with the bat. Definitely will want to end on a high note. Unfortunately, they have already lost their opener Ronnie Talukdar, who was in really good form.
Outside edge over the wicket keeper. That's another 4. Back-to-back boundaries off the bat of Saif Hassan now.
This time outside of stump, lucky. Top edging Saif Hassan. The keeper made an effort, but it was way out of his reach. 8 runs of the first two. 𝗁𝗲𝗄𝗽, he was interested but unlucky.
Much better line and length. Now I speak about the two fielders outside in the deep, one backward of square, one deep point. And that tells you that 𝗁𝗲𝗄𝗽 is supposed to be bowling length, back of a length, and he did it on 2 occasions but missed his line. And Saif Hassan, too good to miss out on that for the first delivery. The second one, not much wrong with it, just a bit of bad luck for him, which is why it went to the boundary. Coming down the track, lofting it. There is a fielder there at wideish long on. It'll just be a single. More aggression from Saif as he's starting to get set.
Saif Hassan probably was looking forward to go over the top of mid-off, failing to connect it properly. There was a long on placed. 9 of the 𝗁𝗲𝗄𝗽 over. Now Zawad Abrar. What will he do?
Lofts it straight. There is a fielder coming underneath it, but no, just lands safe. Didn't hit it as sweetly as he would have liked.
Yes, mistimed. Once again, he also wanted to target the straight boundary. Probably a bit more bounce than he anticipated. That is why hit the sticker part of the bat.
Oh, whipped away. There is a fielder there. Goes straight down his throat. Saif Hassan has to go. 𝗁𝗲𝗄𝗽, after a luckless first few deliveries, gets the breakthrough, gets his man eventually.
This time Saif Hassan thought he hit it well, but straight to the fielder. The option was open because he was the only fielder posted on the leg side boundary. Saif departs for 17, 34 for 2.
You see the umpire signaling the end of the power play. Dhaka managing 34 for 2. Certainly would have liked a few more without losing the wicket of their captain. There's the last delivery where 𝗁𝗲𝗄𝗽 made the batter rue his decision to play on the leg side. And eventually Saif Hassan had to depart after getting a good start. A good catch taken at the deep. Zawad Abrar on strike now. Ariful, the new batter, in at the non-striker's end. This is Mehdi Hassan. 7 matches, 8 wickets. Best of 3 for 25. Another tall, fast bowler for Barishal. Long on. Play and a miss. With the power play done, long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg and deep point all in place. So that allows the bowler to bowl this sort of length, as we just witnessed. Even if he goes a bit too full, and if it's straight enough, those 3 boundary riders on the leg side should come in handy. 3 fielders on the offside inside the circle, mid-off, cover and point. Now plays it through the offside. The fielder won't reach it. It's gone all the way for another 6 off the bat of Jawad Abrar.
That's the shorter part of the ground. Jawad Abrar didn't time it really 100% sliced off the bat, but the momentum carried it over the fielder's head. So Mehdi Hassan, he is a bit upset. Yes, it was unlucky, but a 6 for Jawad Abrar. Now deep third is posted.
Lofted again. The fielder might catch it. Oh, what an effort! What an effort! Almost caught it. Tanvir ended up surely saving a few runs. They run 2 in the meantime. The third umpire will have some work in his hands.
Tanvir himself was not sure that whether, oh, I think it will be a 6. Tanvir, what a great effort. Yes, you have to applaud for that one. He knew that he was going outside the boundary line. He got rid of the ball, but probably a bit late. Yes, that is a 6 signaled by the umpire. So back-to-back 6s, Jawad Abrar flexing his muscles.
Playing it off the back foot this time. The fielder was stationed for exactly that shot. The bowler a tad unlucky. Very good effort by Tanvir, going in vain. Unfortunately, here we see another angle. Yeah, just before he got rid of the ball, one of his foot got planted on the boundary cushions, and Jawad Abrar moves on to 29 from 22. He's batting quite nicely. We see another change in field now.
And that was good to see from Tanvir, not claiming that he saved it. He was honest about it, that he's not sure, and asking the umpire to go for the TV replay. So 1 point for him for fair play from myself.
Yeah, something to appreciate. Obviously, they call it the gentleman's game for a reason. Now, seeing the way Jawad Abrar plays, his trigger movement, where he shuffles a bit to the offside to access the leg side boundary. You saw the 3 fielders at deep mid-wicket and deep square leg along with the long on. And you see just the 1 fielder outside the circle on the offside. Ariful, the new batter, good strike rate, best of 94. Cuts it away into the gap. Will be a boundary off his first delivery. And with that, the team 50 comes up after 7. It's 51 for 2.
Jawad Abrar, look at that. Beg your pardon, it was Ariful. A fielder was posted on the cover boundary. He didn't even move. He couldn't even move. Brilliant, brilliant shot from the youngster. So youngsters on display. Ariful joins Jawad. And another youngster joins me here in the com box. Welcome back, Mazhar. A very good afternoon to you.
That is so generous of you, making me younger. I'll take it. Very good afternoon to all our viewers and you too, Sajjatudash. Decent start, 51 for 2. We're into the 8th over. 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗃, another leg spinner. We mentioned about the likes of Naeem Saqib of Sylhet, 𝗂𝗎𝗄𝗃 Siddiqui of Rajshahi, Mehdi Shohag, another leg spinner playing for Dhaka. And now, 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗃. It's been a great tournament for the locals, especially we're mentioning about that leg spinning ability, which is really difficult art to bowl. Good to see teams having a leg spinner. In almost all the teams we have seen a leg spinner. And allowing them to play more matches will surely help them to gain that experience and exposure. Flighted delivery, smashed it really hard. That went like a tracer bullet.
Ariful currently scoring at 400. 2 boundaries from the 2 balls he faced so far. This time against the spinner with offered full outside of stump. No protection in that area, and Ariful accepted that gift gleefully. 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗃 needs to be closer to the stumps.
And looking for that room, was on the shorter side. Looking at his run-up, 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗃's reminds me of Imran Tahir of South Africa. And even going back further, reminds me of the legendary Pakistani leg spinner, Abdul Qadir. Again, Fuller, straight to the fielder.
Imran Tahir, speaking of youngsters, still playing. What could be the age of Imran Tahir? 20? Certainly he runs in the field like one, celebrating if he gets a wicket. We need to see the celebration of 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗃 if he gets an opportunity. Oh, mix up! Oh, mix up! Oh! Ariful thought a single was on. He started running after touching the ball, and Jawad Abrar, he has to go.
It was a huge mix-up, Ariful. Just tap and run. With Jawad Abrar at the non-striker's end, was struggling right away. End of a disappointing end to a promising start from Jawad Abrar, 32 of 25. Dhaka, 58 for 3. Barishal skipper Shoaib Ghazi having a chat with the players in the hurdle. They got the pricey wicket of Jawad Abrar, who was looking really good through this huge mix-up. In the end, had to sacrifice his wicket as Ariful took off once he played that shot. Fazle Rabbi, the fielder at point, does well. All of a sudden, they're 3 wickets down, and the pressure is on to the Dhaka batters. With Taibur Rahman Parvez, the experienced campaigner, comes into the middle with the best of 63 not out. He's a handy cricketer. 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗃 bowled well so far in his first over, gave away 7 runs from his 5 balls. looked promising. Not afraid to toss the ball up. Starts off with a flighted delivery. 𝗽𝗵𝗴𝗲𝗂 getting off the mark immediately. But end of a very good over for Barishal. Dhaka 59 for 3 after 8. The teams will be desperate to win this game in order to keep their hopes alive for the playoff. However, the net run rate will surely come into play with the other matches playing at the Sylhet Outer Cricket Stadium. At the moment, Dhaka division are struggling. They are 59 for 3 after 8. 𝗽𝗵𝗴𝗲𝗂 just came in. 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 with the ball in his hand gave away 10 runs, picked up a wicket in his first over. He's also got a very smooth run up, 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃. Not a tall lad, but can generate a bit of pace. Skids through as well off the surface. Started off with a wayward delivery down the leg side.
Eventful first 8 overs in this innings so far. Barishal started really well. They picked up a wicket in the second over, and after 2, Dhaka was 1 for 1. Then a bit of counter attack from Zawad and Saif. But now, with both of them back in hat, Dhaka, yet again they need to start that rebuilding process. And it will be very interesting to see how Ariful reacts to this sort of situations. Usually, he is a very attacking player, loves to play shots all around the wicket. He is a very good player of the reverse sweeps. Can he cut his natural instinct according to the situation?
Takes that charge, gets that on the full, but will only get a single. Yes, Ariful will be under some sort of pressure, especially after that run out. That will go on the back of his mind. He needs to forget that.
But he is in a very good touch. You must say 186 runs. The top scorer for his side. Once again, 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 missing his line.
Bowling from way wide of the crease, 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃, creating that angle to the left-hander with that short fine leg inside the circle is quite fine. And there is a deep square leg and deep mid-wicket along with the long on in place with just one fielder inside the circle on the on side. 3 fielders on the off, mid-off, cover and point. Shot outside off. Will have to rush through for that single. Yeah, they need to build up a partnership here, Dhaka. And 𝗽𝗵𝗴𝗃𝗃 is someone who loves to rotate the strike.
Currently a very young one, the partnership. The last ball, short and wide. 𝗽𝗵𝗴𝗃𝗃, spin bowling all-rounder, bowls left arm orthodox. A handy cricketer to have in the side. 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 hasn't got his rhythm going, though he picked up a wicket in the first over.
Goes for that switch hit, top edge, but it will race towards the fence for 4. These are the elements that Ariful brings in his batting. You mentioned about his ability to play these strokes. And this guy is not going to hold back.
Well, it wasn't middled. It was dragged from way outside leg stump. That is why a top edge was there, but it was enough to carry over the fence. Still, Barishal's keeper is quite happy to keep the backward point and third man up in the circle.
Goes for that again. But this time the connection was sweet. No ball as well. It's been a very expensive over so far. It's a treat to watch someone like Ariful playing those unorthodox shots.
This is quite matured hitting from the youngster. 𝗂𝗏𝗃 once again struggling with his rhythm, this time overstepping. Ariful knew that the previous ball was outside leg stump, so 𝗂𝗏 will be looking forward to target the stumps, and he was ready for that. That's really smart cricket from Ariful.
Goes for that big shot of that free hit and make the most out of it. Ariful is setting fire here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Some terrific hitting from this youngster.
That was a majestic hit. Exuberance of youth on display here at Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Ariful, only 1 dot of the 8 balls he faced so far. 3 boundaries, 2 huge sixes. He is on fire.
Goes for that again. Straight to the fielder at short third. Quick run taken. These are difficult shots to play, Udash, and it requires a lot of practice to play those. End of a big over for Dhaka. After 9, they are 82 for 3. 𝗵𝗔 for 3 after 9. Ronnie Talukdar missing out today. 𝗧 was unfortunate to run out on 32 of 25. Saif Hassan 17. Ariful Islam playing all those shots, keeping us on our toes as well as the bowlers, playing with the mind of the bowlers as well. We've seen quite a few reversed hit, switch hits. These are extraordinary shots, Udash, and it requires a lot of training in the nets. And playing those shots against the seamers, it requires that courage as well. Jayadul, the leg spinner, will bowl his second over. Coming in from Walton End, he will be up against Ariful. It will be interesting to see how this youngster reacts against the leg spinner. And he goes for that again. Huge shout and given. Ariful is not happy. He can't believe it. But Jayadul picked up his first wicket. Still not happy. But Jayadul will take it. Trying that shot too many. And eventually paying the price. I don't know whether it hit the bat or not, but he has to take that long walk back. Not happy.
A bit unclear, to be very honest. Remember, the umpires, they need to make a decision in naked eyes. Ariful probably has a point to make. He was claiming. Ariful goes for 27, 82 for 4.
It's time for the match officials and the players to go for a drinks break. Barishal division picked up the 4th wicket of Dhaka. The good-looking Ariful trying to play that reverse sweep against the leg spinner. Not happy after the decision of caught behind. Wicketkeeper Majid took a good catch behind the stump. 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗽𝗂 𝗂𝗫𝗂𝗃, the new batter for Dhaka division. He will be up against Jihadul. These two guys played together during the Under-19 Asia Cup. That wicket will give a lot of confidence to Jihadul, playing his first match. It's always encouraging to see the leg spinners picking up wickets. A full toss. 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗽𝗂 𝗂𝗫𝗃 with a gentle push gets off the mark.
Well, that was a huge wicket for Dhaka. Ariful, he was looking really dangerous and looking to take the game away from Barishal. So very good breakthrough for Barishal. Jihadul will love that.
Looking for the quick single, rightly sent back by Shibli. Yeah, just mentioning about Jihadul. His run-up looks similar to Imran Tahir and also Abdul Qadir, but had the opportunity to speak with him just before this game. Inside edge. I thought his favorite bowler would be Shane Warne or maybe Mushtaq Ahmed, but he surprised me by saying that he looks up to Sandeep Lamichandane of Nepal, another leg spinner. Goes for that sweep, finds the gap and will get the boundary. 𝗫𝗺𝗃𝗃 will fetch his first boundary.
It was bowled on a fuller length onto the leg stump with fine leg up in the circle. 𝗫𝗺𝗃𝗃, he played the sweep shot really well, escaping the fielder. A timely boundary for his team. Will be a single. No, that is placed brilliantly. Will be another boundary. So the good work done by Jihadul has been ruined by those two boundaries after 10, 91 for 4.
𝗫𝗏 for 4, Dhaka. We are halfway through the innings. And 𝗫𝗺𝗃𝗃 came up with that counter punch. Boundaries of the last two balls of that previous over. First up with that sweep and then rocked onto the back foot. Played that punch really well and finds the gap. They needed to keep that positive frame of mind. Dhaka division losing 4 wickets. Moin Khan, the new bowler for Barishal. 2 for 22 is his best.
He bowled that spell against Rajshahi. 2 for 22. Short ball to start with. It was an easy picking for 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗽𝗃 𝗂𝗫𝗃. Just helping the ball carry over the square leg boundary.
A long hop to start with. And 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗽𝗃 𝗂𝗫𝗃 just held that away towards backward square leg for the maximum. Yeah, just Talking about 𝗂𝗃𝗃 𝗃𝗵𝗃, we've seen the likes of Zishan Alam, Ariful Islam, the product of that Bangladesh under-19 side. He's also one of them. Had a quiet tournament so far. And I'm sure he'll be looking to make an impact. Ran the first one hard, looking for the second. Highly rated batter. Can hit those hard sixes. Strong lad.
So today is an opportunity for him to make a mark. Lots of time remaining in this innings. Only in the 11th over. Yes, they lost 4 wickets, but they are scoring at a really good rate. 98 already on the board. So they are not getting bogged down. That's the advantage of having so many youngsters top of the order. Playing fearless cricket.
Catch it, catch it.
Apish just short of Sohag Ghazi.
Bowled a lot slower. Checked himself at the last moment. That saved 𝗵𝗵𝗴𝗃𝗃. Keeping things slow, Moin Khan.
We saw Nazmul Hossain Shantu produced a beauty against Pina Ghosh, the left-handed batter, in the first match. Moin Khan would be looking to replicate that. Single to end the over and 100 on the board after 1100 for 4.
𝗏 from 11 overs with the loss of 4 wickets. Dhaka division. Looking to gain that momentum with 𝗵𝗵𝗴𝗃𝗃. Will surely eye to hit that fridge and win a prize. Courtesy of Walton. Jehadul to continue. What a ball, what a ball. He is celebrating, but the umpire is unmoved. So does 𝗂𝗃𝗃 𝗃𝗵𝗃.
Wow, that is interesting. Jehadul didn't even appeal for that. He was busy celebrating. And yes, I think it really missed the outside edge, but Jehadul, he was in some different zone. He was in some different world. Look at that. He will be disappointed after that decision from umpire.
Leg spinner gaining in confidence now. Not afraid to toss the ball up. We mentioned about the leg spinners, how the Bangladesh Cricket Board is looking to bring in more leg spinners. Shahid Mahmood, the former Pakistani leg spinner, had a leg spinners camp. Look at that celebration. Pretty much similar to Imran Tahir. Apart from that took off that Imran Tahir does, all the way from one part to other part of the ground. Yeah, just going back to the leg spinners camp that the Bangladesh Cricket Board had recently conducted with Shahid Mahmood, the former Pakistani leg spinner. This time he gets his man. And he's off with that celebration. What a day this youngster is having. Jehadul picked up his second wicket. A bit of inside edge where 𝗵𝗵𝗴𝗃𝗃 went for that slog sweep as it go on to hit the timber.
Well, this time the celebration was quieter than the previous one. 𝗵𝗵𝗴𝗃𝗃 exposing the stumps, playing that sweep shot. He goes for 12, 101 for 5.
Dhaka division suddenly losing its way. Lost a couple of wickets in quick succession. And the last one was 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 going for the slog sweep. Getting that underage by 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Not afraid to toss the ball up and getting that reward.
Kept a bit low as well. It was way outside of stump. 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 targeting the leg side, getting an inside edge. It was already low. So 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 picks up his second wicket. He is having a good day out there. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, the new batter, striking it over 155, but couldn't really fire after that 31 not out in the opening game of this tournament for his team, chasing 205 against Sylhet.
Straighter delivery, skids through. He can bowl those googlies as well. And just going back to that camp, the leg spinners camp conducted by the Bangladesh Cricket Board, Shahid Mahmood worked with him on his turn and spin. Goes for that reverse sweep. Helped that away with the fielder at short third at backward point. Could only watch that to reach the fence for 4.
𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, that was played really well. Look at that. He moved him into the position so quickly that the rest of the task was easy for him. The length he picked really early. The option was open and he took it.
Full toss. Not connected properly. The fielder at deep mid wicket does well. Will only get a single. End of a successful over for 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃. Dhaka 106 for 5 after 12.
Partnerships so far. A few misfires. Saif Hassan and Zaud Abrar, 34 of 29, Ariful and Zaud Abrar 24 of 11, Ariful and 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 24 of 9, then 𝗂𝗃𝗃 and Ashikur 19 of 14, but no real big impactful partnerships. That is the problem for Dhaka. As we were saying that they have a very good scoring rate, but they lost 5 wickets. That is crucial.
Tanveer Islam gave away just 12 runs from his 3 overs with 14 dots. Returns. Flick on the onside. Love to see Ashikur Rahman Shibli to make an impact in this game. As I mentioned earlier, has had a quiet tournament so far compared to the likes of Jishan Alam, Ariful Islam. He's up against Tanveer Islam, the experienced campaigner. At the moment, partnership is required for Dhaka. We have seen wickets tumbling one after the other.
𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, experienced campaigner. Couple of starts for a single, but sent back by the non-striker both times. So 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, he is a very good striker of the ball. We have been seeing him bat and ball over the years. Shoaib Ghazi not picking up cleanly.
Again goes to the position early and plays that sweep finer of that fielder at deep square leg. A very good shot and a very good execution, must say, from 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
Yes, he positioned himself really early once again to open up that square leg area, playing that sweep shot, square leg and fine leg. This time, good cricket from 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝗂𝗃, the experienced man. So this is a good over for Dhaka, as we were saying that rebuilding on process. So if you hit a boundary in an over, and you could accumulate some singles, maybe 2 or 3, so it's a 6-7 runs over. So that should be okay from here on for the next 2-3 overs.
What a ball. Sharp turn, direct hit, could be interesting. No, good running between the wicket. Nevertheless, a very good ball, must say. Got that extra bit of bounce and zip as well. A single to end the over. Dhaka, 114 for 5 after 13. Going at a very good rate, Dhaka, although they lost 5 wickets, but the run rate is just under 9. Experienced Subhagata home, 11 of 7, Ashikur Shibli, 12 of 9. Leg spinner Jihadul will bowl his final over. 2 for 23 so far from his 3 overs. Short ball pulled away. Fielder at deep square leg completes an easy catch. And Jihadul is having a great day, playing his first match of this NCL T20 and picked up 3 wickets already with 5 more balls left in his spell.
I wish we could see him more often in the earlier part of the tournament. Look at that, once again a miss hit for the batter Ashikur Shibli on that occasion, and once again that celebration thanking the heavens. Shibli goes for 1,214 for 6.
The wicket of Ashikur Shibli. It was a bit on the shorter side, but it rushes through to him while he went to that back foot to play that pull. Not the best of timing, got the height more than the distance, and the fielder placed at the right position to take that catch. Shibli's disappointing run in this NCL T20 continues as he was undone by his fellow under-19 teammate Jihad. Shumon Khan, the new batter for Dhaka division, the left-hander, will face the leg spinner Jihadul. He is now growing in confidence. That was right on the money by Jihadul.
3 for 24. He is into his last over already. Look at him go. Look at his body language. He is really, really looking positive and looking forward to pick up more wickets.
Not afraid to toss the ball up. This is what a leg spinner brings to the game. He will give you wickets. At times they can be expensive, but whenever they are on song, they can be match winners.
And that is where they need the support from the management, from the captain. Like that, they could provide you opportunities to score some runs, maybe bowl a few extra deliveries as well. But they are the X factors you look for.
Wide outside the off stump. Cuts 2 for a single. Yep, X factor. The perfect word for the leg spinners. They add a lot of variety in the lineup. With those variations comes into play. Googlies, flippers, skidders, and that conventional leg spin.
Two more balls to go for 𝗬𝗫𝗀𝗀. Into the gap. They will come back for the second. No. Shumon Khan wanted it, but 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝗀 decided against it.
Good work in the deep. Good return throw. Restricting the batter. Take just a single. What a spell it has been for 𝗬𝗫𝗀𝗀. 3.5 overs, 3 for 28, 8 dot balls. He will bowl the final ball of his spell. Can he pick another one? That was the flipper. Single to end the over. End of a very good spell by 𝗬𝗫𝗀𝗀. 3 for 29 from his 4 overs. Dhaka 120 for 6 after 14. Got a few starts. Dhaka division. Zawad Abra 32. Ariful 27, Shubhagato 13, not out of 9. Shumon Khan just came in with 6 more overs to go. Dhaka division. First of all, they need to bat out those 20 overs and then make sure they go past that 150 mark, maybe 160. And with Shubhagato at the crease, they can eye for more. Mehdi comes in, gave away 17 in his first over. As I'm joined alongside Shanur Rabbani. Good afternoon, Shanur.
Good afternoon, Mazhar. What a spell of bowling we just witnessed from a young leg spinner. Always nice to see.
Started off with the slower delivery. Shumon Khan tried to play that hard, getting that inside edge. Yes, it's been a treat for us watching those leg spinners. Not just 𝗬𝗫𝗀𝗀, we have seen quite a few leg spinners in this NCL T20. 2 in the previous match. We also got 2 leg spinners in this game as well. We have seen 𝗬𝗫𝗀𝗀 and then another leg spinner for Dhaka division.
Right now,
Mehdi Sohag.
flicked away. Will just be a single though. And you know, it's really nice to see the leg spinners being given an opportunity in Bangladesh cricket. It's something that Bangladesh have been looking for a long time. We know how things can be in the domestic scene where off spinners are preferred as they keep runs in check. But now we're seeing a different wave of players coming through. Your mystery spinners like Alisa Al-Islam back in the thick of things, along with these young leg spinners doing the job.
Full toss, finds the gap and will get the boundary. Shumon Khan, a welcome boundary indeed for Dhaka division after losing some quick wickets in the middle.
Yeah, the key there was placing the ball in the gap. There were 2 fielders in the deep and he bisected them to perfection. Yes, it's a full toss. Yes, you have to play a big shot, but he chose the safest option, playing it along the ground for a boundary.
And there was a huge vacant area in front of square on the offside. Outside edge. And this will also race towards the fence for 4. Some sort of positivity now with the bat for Dhaka division, courtesy of Shumon Khan.
See what just happened there. Mehdi, the previous delivery was a bit too full. This time he drags his length back, induces the edge, but unfortunately for him, there is no fielder that fine. And it goes past the short third who is inside the circle.
Might came up with those slower delivery now, Mehdi. Shimon Khan is looking good. 13 of 7 now. Shubhagata 14 of 10. These are valuable runs. The Dhaka division would love to add. From here on, what would be a good total on the board, Shahnur, for Dhaka?
Yeah, as you mentioned a while ago, 150, 160 for sure, since they've lost some wickets. But they have two capable batters in the crease. If they stay till the end, could even be more. Oh, cleaned him up. Shubhagata home, has to depart. A great comeback by the bowler Mehdi. Pitching it fuller, but it kept a bit low. And it struck timber. After 15, it's 131 for 7.
That was beautifully disguised. That leg cutter took the pace off the ball as Shubhagata home went for that shot a bit early. And as you mentioned, that kept a bit low as well. And with the lack of pace, it just went through the middle stump. Shubhagata home departs after scoring 14 of 11. Dhaka 131 for 7. Known for his Nagin celebration, but nowadays it's Pushpa. Nazmul Islam Opu, with a smile in his face, comes into the middle. Such a character. And he is here because of some brilliant bowling by Mehdi to undone Shubhagata home with that leg cutter, taking the pace off the ball as the right-hander went for that big shot on the onside and missing it completely.
Yeah, this is his 7th game, Nazrul Islam Opu, and the great thing about him is that he plays the game with a massive smile on his face. And that's what you want to see from cricketers, because they're doing what they always dreamt of doing. Kamrul Islam Rabbi back in the bowling. Bowled 2 very good first few overs. Got a wicket as well. Will be looking to clean up the remaining batters with the last 5 overs left in this first innings.
Bowls wide of the crease, Kamrul Islam Rabbi. Another experienced campaigner for Barishal. Had the opportunity to speak with him. Interestingly, everyone says about their fitness, physical fitness. Kamrul Islam Rabbi mentioned a very important aspect of mental fitness that he worked on.
Perhaps the most important aspect of the game. We just spoke about smiling and playing with a smile. Again, on the money, Kamrul Islam Rabbi. He's had a brilliant tournament so far, and it's been so refreshing to see some of these players with a lot of experience showing what their value is in this format of the game. It will be a real eye-opener for the selectors of Bangladesh cricket in the upcoming days.
That's the wicket of Shubhagata home. Goes for that shot, gets the outside edge and will get a boundary. Shimon Khan is dealing in boundaries now. Though not the best of shots or the way he wanted to play, but he will take the boundary.
Absolutely, much needed. Yes, they're losing wickets, but they're still scoring the runs as long as they keep on coming. You have 10 wickets in hand in the 20 overs. Playing your shots will get you runs. It's all about taking calculated risks.
Coming in from wide of the crease with that angle coming into the left-hander and at the last moment just going away from him.
And And you mentioned mental fitness. It's such an important part of the game, especially for modern day athletes who have to play day in, day out, stay away from families, stay away from loved ones for such a long period. It's not easy.
Slice that away. Just gone past the fielder at point. Will only get a single. Yeah, you mentioned about Kamrul Islam Rabbi. He's been in good touch. Another player that impressed me was Alauddin Babu. He's been bowling terrifically and also handy with the bat. These experienced players giving their best, knocking the door and asking questions to the selectors. Good for Bangladesh cricket.
You mentioned handy with the bat. Yesterday he lit it up. 47 innings, an innings of 47 runs with a lot of sixes as Rabbi comes in to finish the over. Does it well. Just a single taken after 16. It's 137 for 7.
It's been a very good comeback from the Barishal bowlers. 1 for 18 for Kamrul Rabbi, 1 each for Mehdi Hassan and Ruel Mia. But Jihadul Jihad remained the pick of the bowlers. 3 for 29 from his 4 overs with an economy of 7.25. Outstanding bowling display from this youngster. As skipper Shoaib Ghazi brings himself into the attack. Experienced off spinner. So far marshaled his troop really well. 137 for 7. Dhaka picked up just 1 wicket, so he will be eyeing to pick more. Nicely timed. That went through. A boundary to start the over, and it came off the bat of Nazmul Islam Opu.
Bisected the two fielders at the deep, long on and long off to perfection. Yes, long on was in business, but look at that timing. Didn't try to power it too much. Seeing the vacant spaces there, the diving effort going in vain. Still great to see. Oh, this time there's sharp turn. And what I was about to say is, it's still great to see players putting in dives, giving that 110% on the field. When you're playing day in and day out, it's not easy.
These are the commitments that sets them apart from the others. Cut away towards backward point. Fielder does well, looking for the second. Nazmul Opu, but Shumon Khan rightly sends him back. Yes, just mentioned about Alauddin Babu, Kamrul Rabbi, the likes of 𝗃𝗵𝗴𝗲, and even Shoaib Ghazi, who played for Bangladesh in the past. And it's a great opportunity for him to make an impact here at this NCL T20. Another player, Nazmul Islam Opu.
And speaking of experience, let's also speak a bit about youth, because when it comes to the run charts, Jishan Alam, Habibur Rahman Shohan, they've been lighting it up. And you look at some of the names in the top 5. As this is pulled away into the gap between the two fielders. That'll be another boundary for Opu. Played it to perfection. Second boundary in the over. And as I mentioned, that it's great to see the youngsters doing well with the bat. And this is another example of a senior campaigner doing well with the bat on this occasion. Nazmul Opu adding some valuable runs here at the back end of the total.
Oh wow, nice timing. Though the fielder does well to stop that one, but he won't stop him to take Nazmul Islam Opu that double. End of a very good over from Dhaka's point of view. They are 149 for 7 after 17. Dhaka Division, two batters, Shumon Khan and Nazmul Islam Oppu, staging a fight back again with that counter punch. They've seen a couple of boundaries in the previous over, and the score has now reached to 149. 3 more overs to go. They've got 3 wickets in hand, and these two batters would love to bat out those 20 overs, put a score of around maybe 160, 170. That would be a very good total on the board. 18 balls left, so I'm sure they must be eyeing somewhere near 170.
Good lines and lengths once again by Kamrul Islam Rabbi, and yeah, this brings up the 150 for Dhaka. 150 of 104 balls in good time, taking the score pretty high despite losing a lot of wickets. That's what T20 cricket is all about, just trying to attack and score as many as quickly as possible. And these are some valuable runs being added by Oppu and Shumon.
Change of field for the left-hander. Short fine leg goes deep. Deep mid-wicket comes inside the circle. This mid-off, cover, backward point in place for the left-hander. Short ball pulled away. And as just the bowler brings that fielder from deep mid-wicket to short mid-wicket, Nazmul Oppu, with his game sense and game awareness, played that over the head of that fielder at short mid-wicket. And now it forced the captain to take that fielder back into the deep. Good cricket.
I would say fantastic cricket as well, because you're thinking and you're playing the ball to its merit and you're getting useful runs. Slower delivery. You could see the batter, he was looking to charge down, immediately checked his shot. Oppu, this is great stuff from him. These 17 runs from 8 deliveries would prove very valuable. The partnership moves up to 27 between these two. Shumon, who is the more experienced or the more decorated batter, hasn't faced much in this partnership. Oppu scoring 17 out of the 24. Shumon on 20 of 14.
Slow delivery, right on the money. Good comeback by Kamrul Rabbi. Yeah, these are valuable runs, as you mentioned, Shanu, rightly. You must give credit to someone like Shumon Khan. 20 of 15. Nazmul Oppu also 17 of just 8. Salman Hossain Imon played that terrific knock in the final over, winning the game for Barishal against Chattogram. Again, slower delivery, came down the track. Fielder should have stopped that one, but he couldn't, as it reached towards the fence for 4. Boundaries coming thick and fast in the latter part of this innings for Dhaka.
The second boundary in this over, slower delivery, very well read by Shumon, and then, yes, the fielder at cover got a hand to it, but it was timed so beautifully, and the outfield is fast, goes all the way. Very useful partnership this, and adding more runs here will add more pressure on Barishal, who thought they were ahead in this match. Dhaka are fighting back brilliantly.
Again, that slower delivery. This time, Shumon Khan got hold of it. A huge 6 over deep mid-wicket. End of a big over for them. 16 coming from it. 165 for 7 after 18. "18 overs done, 165 for 7. Last ball of the previous over. Some clean hitting by Shumon Khan with a leg cutter from Kamrul Islam Rabbi, just missing his length.
And beautifully played, Shumon Khan. We were waxing lyrical about Oppu and his batting. Shumon Khan showing he too can play some big shots, and did it in the last over.
Skipper 𝗂𝗃𝗄𝗽 comes in to bowl his second over. Single taken off the first ball. 11 more balls to go in this innings. Already 166 for 7. 180 on the cards now.
Absolutely. 180, even more. If this is a big over, who knows? The last one went for 16. And the boundary started coming. And as they say, when it rains, it pours.
Eyeing that block hole, 𝗂𝗂𝗫𝗂 played that wide of the fielder. Coming for the second. Completes it quite easily. Looking for the third. Overthrow. Poor cricket from Barishal. But good presence of mind from these two batters out there, Shimon Khan and Nazmul Islam Mopu, adding those valuable runs. They now reach to 169.
One of these two teams can move up to 6 points, and that means be equal with Chattogram, who have played all their games. And who knows, with even 6 points, there is an outside chance of making the top 4.
That looked good. That looked really good. One bounce to the fence for 4. Fielder at long on. A valiant effort, but in the end, Nazmul Islam Mopu will fetch another boundary as the fielder was Kamrul Islam Rabbi tried to drag that ball inside the boundary line, straight as an arrow. Good swing of the bat. A valiant effort by Rabbi.
And great fielding effort nonetheless. Oh, that turned very square. A dot ball here. Very important dot ball by the captain 𝗂𝗂𝗫𝗂. Would have one more over left. Won't be able to bowl his full quota of overs.
Darted in. Eyeing that block hole. What a partnership it turned out to be for Dhaka.
43-run partnership so far. And yeah, 9 runs coming off of this over. You're talking about 180. They're only 6 runs behind, away from the 180 mark. They've got 7 balls in hand. Lofted. 2 fielders converging. Eventually, the one from deep point gets it before one single is taken. After 19, it's 175 for 7.
Partnership of 44 between Shimon Khan and Nazmul Islam Mopu gave that platform to post somewhere near 180. They're just 5 runs short of that landmark. I'm sure they will be eyeing more. As the crowd coming in, good to see. Good for cricket. As this NCL T20 giving huge platform for players like Ruel Mia, Shimon Khan. We've seen the leg spinners coming into play. Impressed a lot Jehadul. We're into the final over of this innings. To Ruel Mia's hand, it will be important for him to finish things off well, gain that momentum before coming in to chase the target. Dhaka, on the other hand, will look to finish it up in style. Yorker to start with.
Perfect delivery. That's what you want to see in the death overs. Ruel Mia, also another bowler who won't be able to finish his full quota. And plenty of options used by Barishal as far as their bowling is concerned. But at the end of the day, Dhaka have fought and fought hard. They fought back despite losing a lot of wickets in the middle.
Peach of a delivery. A perfect Yorker for someone like Nazmul Islam Mopu trying to chance his arms as the off stump go rattling. What a sight for a fast bowler.
As they say, you miss, I hit. And that's exactly what happened here. 𝗁𝗲 𝗂𝗡𝗄 looking to play it down the ground, seeing the gaps through the V. But 𝗂𝗻𝗂 bowled two very good deliveries. The first one, a block hole Yorker. The second one, getting the wicket for Opoo. He goes for 23. It's 176 for 8.
It was a very handy knock from 𝗁𝗲 𝗂𝗡𝗄, giving that platform for the bowlers. And the wicket again. A well-directed Yorker by 𝗂𝗻𝗂. 𝗁𝗲 𝗂𝗡𝗄 trying to give some charge and made it even more difficult for him. An ideal delivery in this death over, as 𝗂𝗻𝗂 to bowl the third delivery of this final over. Again eyeing for that Yorker. A wild swing by Mehdi. He will get a single, and more importantly, he brings Shimon Khan back into the strike.
It's been a top over so far by 𝗂𝗻𝗂. Yes, he got tongued for a few runs earlier in the innings. Mehdi Hasan Sohag is the new batter who just got his first run. Shimon Khan, the key batter now. Dhaka will feel they've put on a challenging score already. A few more big hits could propel this well above 180.
Moves towards the offside, played that on the on, straight to the field at long on. Will only get a single. It's been a brilliant over, must mention about 𝗂𝗻𝗂.
Yeah, his death overs bowling, a feature of his game that has been spoken of earlier. How he's so good at the death, and that's because he can nail those block hole Yorkers with regularity. This over he's bowled 4 deliveries. 3 of them have been Yorkers, 1 resulting in a wicket.
This time undone with a slower. Outstanding display of death over bowling by 𝗂𝗻𝗂. What a spell he is having. 2 wickets in the final over of the innings. First up with that Yorker, and now roll of the fingers. Outstanding bowling.
It's a fantastically disguised slower delivery, and his celebration says it all. He enjoyed taking that wicket. Mehdi Hasan Sohag has to go for 1. It's 178 for 9.
Iqbal Imon, the last batter for Dhaka division, comes into the middle as 𝗂𝗻𝗂 bowled some brilliant deliveries in this final over of the innings, picking up 2 wickets, and more importantly, he's showing the skills of a death over specialist. Last ball of the innings, 178 for 9 Dhaka. 2 more runs needed to get that 180 mark. Here comes 𝗂𝗻𝗂. He picked up his 3rd wicket of the over. What a spell he had. 4 for 36 from his 3 overs. 3 coming in this final over. All 3 of those hitting those timbers. What an over by 𝗂𝗻𝗂, and what a finish for Barishal. After that early onslaught by the Dhaka batters, they came back well, picking up wickets at regular intervals. Shimon Khan and 𝗁𝗲 𝗂𝗡𝗄 build up a partnership. But 𝗂𝗻𝗂 coming in this final over, outstanding bowling.
And that means that the 180 that we were talking about, the innings falls just short of that at 178. 𝗂𝗻𝗂, beg your pardon, bowling the last over exceptionally well. That's the batting card. Jawad Abrar started well, got 32, and then got run out, unluckily. Saif Hassan, Ariful Islam both got starts and got out. And there's been contributions all throughout, but that's 36 from Shimon Khan and 23 from 𝗁𝗲 𝗂𝗡𝗄. propelled their total from what could have been 150, 160 to 178 eventually.
From the bowler's point of view, 𝗂𝗻𝗼𝗂 remained the pick of the bowlers, 4 for 36, 3 of those coming in the final over of the innings. 3 for 29 for 𝗬𝗫𝗪, the leg spinner, bowled really well, and a wicket each for Kamrul Rabbi and Mehdi Hassan. Right, it's time to go to the downstairs to Sajjad Udash for the flash interview.
So, yet another leg spinner on display. Today, he picked up 3 wickets. 𝗬𝗫𝗪 অসাধারণ বোলিং করেছেন। যে সময়টা এসেছেন ওই সময়টা উইকেটগুলো খুব জরুরি ছিল। তবে কথা বলতে চাই প্রথমে আপনার সেলিব্রেশনটা নিয়ে। আপনার সেলিব্রেশনটা আসলে কার থেকে ইন্সপায়ার্ড?
আসলে এই সেলিব্রেশনটা আমি লামিচানেকে ফলো করি। প্রথম থেকে ক্রিকেট যখন খেলা শুরু করছি তখন থেকে লামিচানেকে ফলো করি, ওরে দেখে এই সেলিব্রেশনটা করি।
ওকে, আমরা আসলে ভাবছিলাম যে হ্যাঁ লামিচানের কথাও হচ্ছিল, ইমরান তাহিরের কথাও হচ্ছিল, অ্যানাদার গ্রেট লেগ স্পিনার। আপনার আইডলের কথা তো জেনে গেলাম। এখন আজকের খেলায় যদি আসি, 3টা উইকেট নিয়েছেন, একটু কি মন খারাপ লাগছে যে আর কয়েকটা ম্যাচ খেলতে পারলে আর একটু ভালো হতো?
না, ওইটা আসলে কোনো মানে ওগুলা কিছু না। টিমের সাথে থাকতেছি, এইটাই মানে অনেক বলতে গেলে প্রথম থেকে টিমের সাথে আসি, অনেক কিছু শিখতে পারছি টিমের সাথে থাইকা। ম্যাচ সুযোগ পাইছি, টার্গেট ছিল একটা ম্যাচ সুযোগ পাইলে ওটা অনেক ভালো করতে হবে। আল্লাহ রহমতে আল্লাহ অনেক দিছে, ভালো দিছে।
আচ্ছা, প্লে অফের জন্য ইকুয়েশন একেবারে একদমই শেষ হয়ে যায়নি, ম্যাথমেটিক্যালি এখনও পসিবল। আজকে জিততে হবে, কনফিডেন্ট জেতা বিষয়?
ইনশাল্লাহ জিতবো।
ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ 𝗬𝗫𝗪 ফর টকিং টু আস।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Once again impressed. Many. Inning summary, 178 after 20 overs. Shumon Khan unbeaten, 36 of 21. 𝗂 𝗦𝗽𝗪 32 and Ariful 27 of just 10. 𝗂𝗻𝗼𝗂, the pick of the bowlers, 4 for 36. And 𝗬𝗫𝗪, 3 for 29 from his 4 overs. It has been a mixed bag for Dhaka division. They got that start, however missing out Ronnie Talukder up front. But since then, 𝗂 𝗦𝗪 took on the Barishal bowlers as he played some very good strokes alongside Ariful, all across the ground, on the onside as well as the offside. At times he was lucky as well, while Ariful playing his strokes and was caught at deep in the end. But 𝗂 𝗦𝗪, the man in form, played some delightful strokes. Against the spinners, he was very strong, and that big mix-up between Ariful and 𝗂. We have seen some unorthodox shots from Ariful, behind and also in front of square. This is how he was dismissed by 𝗬𝗫𝗪.
Yeah, but the shots kept coming and the wickets kept tumbling as in the middle overs 𝗬𝗫𝗪 ruled the roost. Lots of sweeps and reverse sweeps. It's been an action-packed innings. We've seen wickets, we've seen boundaries, and that was another wicket for 𝗬𝗫𝗪. Before Shumon Khan, he got in, and Nazmul Oppu came in here, and they formed a partnership, almost a 50-run partnership, that brought this total well above 150. In the end, it went to 178, and 𝗂𝗻𝗼𝗂 with that final over where he took 3 wickets, all hitting the stumps. Enjoyed that, did he? And here's where the match stands. Dhaka, 178 all out in 20 overs. Shumon, Abrar, 𝗂𝗻𝗼𝗂 and 𝗬𝗫𝗪 all doing well. Well, Barishal need 179 in 20 overs. We'll take a short break and be back with the run chase. Well, we're back for the run chase between Dhaka and Barishal. This is match number 26. We're live from the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. This has all the makings of a classic. Dhaka batting first, scoring 178, losing all their wickets. Shumon and Jawad Abrar, the stars with the bat. For Barishal, 𝗻𝗂𝗪𝗂𝗃 starring with the ball. Just look at the lovely scenic background of Sylhet, the tea gardens just next to the stadium. Barishal need 179 runs in 20 overs. All right, so the teams are making their way back in the middle. Great to see how things are panning out in this tournament. Lots of evenly contested games, lots of runs, lots of wickets, and lots of entertainment for us commentators and the fans. I'm sure lovers of Bangladesh cricket have been enjoying the Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 2024-25 powered by Walton. Well, before we get ready for the second innings, I'm Shanur Rabbani in commentary, and I'm joined once again by Mazharuddin. Mazhar, it's been an action-packed first 20 overs. Barishal needing 179 to win. What do you reckon? Who's your money on? Which team is ahead currently?
It's a difficult question, Shanu. We have seen both the teams bouncing back after at one point were under pressure. Both the teams in one innings, we have seen how Dhaka division lost wickets early and then the partnership, and then again losing their way in the middle until Shumon Khan and Nazmul Islam Oppu added that valuable partnership in the end. Once again, 𝗻𝗂𝗪𝗂𝗃 coming in, picking up those 3 wickets in the final over. It was more of a boxing match. Iqbal Imon with a new ball in his hand. And this is what you want to see in T20 cricket. Teams fighting against each other, competing against each other. Umpire Shafin Sharif, the on-field umpire today alongside Ghazi Sohail.
And they get off the mark. Abdul and 𝗃𝗃𝗃, the two openers for Barishal, generally like forming a steady partnership. Imon has been bowling with a lot of pace throughout this tournament, and it's been very interesting to see a player from the under-19 setup, still very young, consistently bowling this fast and with so much pace. Has a bright future ahead of him for sure.
And he's a thinking bowler. Skids through, quick off the surface, can hit the deck hard as well.
Cuts it away into the gap. The diving fielder effort goes in vain. That's the first boundary off the bat of 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
It was wide. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 got good connection. Fielder at point, Jawad Abrar tried his best, but it was always traveling fast. A positive start for 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Iqbal had to make sure he needs to bowl a lot closer to the stump.
And we see Jawad Abrar now moving behind to a short third position. There is a slip in place as well. And he's immediately into the action, but cannot save more than a single. Another quick run, excellent running between the wickets between Iftikhar and Abdul.
Yes, and they need to use this power play. It's a challenging target on the board, 179. So need to put up a good start. Good to see 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 scored a slip in place.
Mid on, mid off inside the circle. There's a cover, there's point. There's a backward point. Oh, now the appeal is there. A run-out chance as well. That is probably out. Wow. Excellent awareness. Despite the appeal, the wicket-keeper had his eye on the money. As the third umpire will give us a final verdict.
He's well in, does well, but a good presence of mind and a quick throw by skipper Saif Hassan from slip, realizing that the bat was out of the crease at one point, but does well to drag that back in well before the ball hit the stumps. But yeah, that will keep him alert for those quick singles, agile fielders in the circle.
Again, a good channel. I really like the field setup here for Iqbal. It's allowing him to bowl at this line and length without worrying about being hit for a boundary despite it being in the power play overs.
Yep, nice work by skipper Saif Hassan. It's also another skill that someone like Saif would need to develop, the leadership quality. We have seen quite a few young leaders, the likes of Mahfuzur Rabbi, Akbar Ali.
Oh, played on the onside. Despite it being a rising delivery, they're thinking about the second. Sticks to a single, well fielded there. And speaking of captains, from what I hear, after the first over, it's 7 without loss. Shubha home, the new bowler. 7 matches, 1 wickets, best of 1 for 1. Yeah, very interesting. The topic you touched upon in the last over about captains being young. And it's good to see the teams pushing these young minds and giving them the platform to showcase their captaincy abilities. Bangladesh would want a strong pipeline of T20 players and T20 captains as well via this tournament. Coming down the track, checking his shot there, Abdul. Between this partnership, it's generally Iftikhar who's the more aggressive of the two. Abdul Majid likes to nudge and nurdle, rotate the strike. They have a good understanding.
Yeah, definitely. And Abdul Majid is a prolific performer, scores heavily in the domestic circuit, in the Dhaka Premier League, National Cricket League 4-day version, Bangladesh Cricket League as well. Eyeing that block hole, Shubha home. This has been a trend for the spinners in this NCL T20. We have seen more than often the spinners eyeing that block hole, even with the new ball these days.
And sometimes defense is the best form of offense. Wide outside off stump. And seeing the batter eyeing that leg side field, bowled it very well, very smart. This time he shuffles across and plays it square enough. It goes all the way for a maximum of the bat of Abdul Majid.
Once again, good presence of mind, seeing the fielder at deep mid-wicket and long on, with two fielders inside the circle on the on side. Short square leg and short fine leg. There was huge vacant area just behind that fielder at short square leg. The shot was on and the execution was even better.
Coming down the wicket and very smartly bowled by 𝗃𝗧𝗧. He bowled it as wide as possible, making sure the batter had to work for it. Another dot ball. So far, 8 runs from the first 5 deliveries. 5 fielders on the offside inside the circle, 2 inside on the leg side, and then there's your wideish long on and a deep mid wicket for that sweep shot that Abdul-Majid likes to play. But he played that sweep shot a lot squarer, as you mentioned a while ago, Mazhar. 𝗃𝗧𝗧 won't want to bowl it too full as a result. Outside edge! There is a chance and it's caught! 𝗃𝗧𝗧 has the last laugh in this over. Abdul-Majid has to depart.
Experience counts and 𝗃𝗧𝗧 banking on that. Abdul-Majid looking to play his strokes. Smashed a wonderful 6, but this time bowled a lot wider, tempting Abdul-Majid to go after him. Bowled a lot slower as well and had to reach for it, getting that outside edge. And a simple catch taken at short third. Abdul-Majid goes after scoring 9. Barishal 15 for 1.
Well, the experienced Fazle Rabbi coming in. He's had a good tournament so far. As we see how 𝗃𝗧𝗧 got the breakthrough. Yes, bowling it wide, making the batter reach for it on the offside. Seeing his preference of playing on the leg side. That was very intelligent bowling. 𝗃𝗧𝗧 getting the wicket. Another experienced head in this outfit for Dhaka. Saif Hassan, the captain, brings himself on now. Bowling a nice channel. Quick single taken. Oh, that could have been tight if the throw came in.
Another spinner coming in inside the power play. The intention will be to tease the batter to go after him. They are looking for wickets now. It's not just about containing the runs. Saif Hassan is looking for the wicket. Net run rate will surely come into play in order to qualify for the playoff. Saif has got an eye on that one as well.
The bowling from the Walton end. Just dealing in singles right now. Few good deliveries bowled by the captain. Fazle Rabbi and 𝗵𝗍𝗃𝗍 in the crease. They are the two batters who have been scoring the bulk of runs for Barishal. There we see Fazle Rabbi's figures and strike rate of 148. Watches that one carefully.
Another experienced campaigner, Fazle Mahmood, alongside 𝗵𝗍𝗃𝗍. They will be looking to utilize the power play. It's been a quiet one so far for them.
Saif telling his fielder at fine leg to come a lot squarer, a deep square leg. The batter apparently wasn't ready. Saif will have to run back again for this delivery. Oh, thinking about the single. 𝗃𝗧𝗧 sent back by Fazle, and rightfully so.
A bit tentative, 𝗵𝗍𝗃. Will have to play with a clear mind.
Hoiks that, but that's exactly where the fielder was placed. It was a lot finer. Was told to come at square leg, and keeps it down to a single. It's been a quiet over so far. Saif Hassan bowling well. And now they look for the single, the quick one. They get it to finish off 3. It's 19 for 1. So Fazler Rabbi to face the spin of 𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗧, who took a wicket earlier. Bowling a good channel.
Yeah, and bowling a lot slower. We have seen Saif also bowled a lot slower. There is some sort of purchase in this surface for the spinners. Not afraid to toss that one up. They've got quite a few spinners in this side. Someone like 𝗬𝗠𝗎𝗓 is yet to come. They've got that leg spinner as well. Mehdi Shuhag.
And if we talk about performers, plenty of performers in this match. Good to see. Now playing it off the back foot for another single. Great to see team collective efforts. The bowlers or the batters, it's not a one-man show.
It's a team game, so yeah, the contribution from all the players are very important. At times, all your players won't perform, so it's important to complement each other, play according to the roles they are given by the team management, coach and the captain.
Outside edge. It's racing away. Imon has to give it a good chase. He does. Slips a little, but I'm sure he's safe. Saved a couple of runs there.
Taking their time a bit, the two Barishal batters. Keeping wickets intact will be key, but at the same time using that power play will also be crucial for them. Very tight bowling from 𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗧. So far just 5 runs coming off it.
And that's what an experienced head can do. 3 rather relatively experienced players right now. Fazle Mahmood, 𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗧 and 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 pulls that away. But there is a fielder exactly for that. Jawad Abrar at deep mid wicket keeps it down to a single. And with that, after 4 overs, it's 25 for 1. This is the Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 2024-25, powered by Walton. And Saif Hassan, the captain of Dhaka, continuing his spell. A spin from both ends against the two batters, Iftikhar and Fazle Mahmood, the two left-handed top order batters of Barishal. They like to take their time before really starting to play their shots. Speaking of which, he's had enough, but will that reach the boundary? No, it won't. Go straight to the fielder. And Saif Hassan gets the breakthrough, and it's a big one. Iftikhar, he has to go.
That wild swing came in against the off spinner Saif Hassan, who bowled a lot slower. and not too fuller, as the batter had to reach for it. Tried to play that on the onside, getting that leading edge, and a good catch taken in the end. Saif Hassan, the skipper, strikes for Dhaka division. Barishal are in a spot of bother. 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃 walks back after scoring 10. Barishal 25 for 2.
Two new batters now coming at the crease. And Saif Hassan doing the job with the ball, leading from the front as captain, getting 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃 to play that false shot. He came down the ground, lost his patience. They are not chasing a small total. In the end, looping it for the fielder at short third was a decently easy catch for him, and the fielder made no mistake. Mohammad Salman, strike rate of 157, best of 53. They will need him to fire now. A lot rides on these two batters and how they bat. If Barishal are to do something well here.
By the looks of the surface and the way the spinners are bowling, I don't think Saif Hassan will bring the seamer anytime soon. He's got quite a few options. He's bowling well. We've seen 𝗃𝗵𝗂𝗃 bowled well as well. The likes of 𝗽𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃, 𝗏𝗏 yet to come. The two left-arm spinners. When the right-hander is at the crease, they will surely come into play. But at the moment, against the left-hander, Saif will bowl those slow bowls outside the off-stump. Just like that, looking for that single. Direct hit.
Loving the attitude in the field from the Dhaka fielders. They're looking to eke out wickets whenever and wherever possible. Saif Hassan has got his troops all G'd up for this all-important clash. Yes, 2 points, 2 vital points up for grabs here, along with net run rate. If you add all of that into the equation, they still have an opportunity. Again, played with soft hands, but this is a very good over so far from Saif.
He's teasing the batters. Just one more over after this in this power play. They're 26 for 2. I'm sure they'll be looking to use that field restrictions. Not yet. Brilliant bowling by Saif Hassan.
3 dot balls in a row. And yeah, the Dhaka fielders, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 always with a smile in his face, putting the diving effort in. Despite being a senior campaigner, you can see his fitness and his dedication to the game and his love for it. Cuts it away, this time into the gap. Gets it away for 4. And that ends the over. After 5, it's 30 for 2. And you see how well it was cut away. The timing was there. The placement was there. Not that short a delivery, but an excellent shot by the experienced Fazli Rabbi, showing his array of shots in this Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. Generating some turn on this occasion.
We are into the final over of the power play. 30 for 2, Barishal in chase of 179. Flighted delivery, Salman Hussain drives that one, takes that quick single. He was the hero for Barishal against Chattogram in that final over thriller. But in this game, he's got a different role to play.
Yes, new matches bringing out new heroes. That's been the tale of the NCL so far. Rabbi back on strike.
This is some brilliant spin bowling display from both ends. Saif Hassan from the other, and now 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 bowling right on that channel, hardly giving anything to the left-hander. Fazle Rabbi having some issues. Yes, he's good to go now.
Showing his stumps, showing his intentions, in the end checking it because it was a good delivery.
This is going to be difficult for Barishal. Making some room straight to the fielder. Not being able to use that field restrictions. 31 for 2, last ball of the power play. They need to come up with a positive frame of mind.
Oh, down the leg. Getting his thigh pad, and then they run a quick single. Excellent over by 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃. And after 6, it's 32 for 2. There we see the sweep attempted by Fazle Rabbi. And a good throw there. And that's the signal to say it's over as far as power play overs are concerned. The field will spread out. But one thing won't change, and that is spin will continue.
Yeah, more spin. Introduced by Saif Hassan. Now the experienced Nazmul Islam Oppo will come in and dart in those block hole deliveries to the left-hander. At times tease them with those slower deliveries as well, giving those flights. With looking for the second. Wide of the field at long on, and will get it quite comfortably.
I want to ask you, in the last over, we saw how 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 was playing cat and mouse with Fazle Mahmood. They must have played a lot of cricket against each other in the domestic circuit, which is why they know each other so well. And the same applies here for Najmul Oppo and Fazle Mahmood, I'm sure.
This NCL T20 is a reunion of all the cricketers of this domestic circuit. Most of them plays against each other, know their strength and weaknesses. And few things we don't get to see is the banter in the middle. The teases at each other. And it's quite funny at times, Shanur.
All in good spirits though, as we can see. The dugout ready with more Barishal batters waiting. That's what we love to see. The game played in the right spirit. Back of a length, but a good effort there at the short mid-wicket position. Keeps it down, helps slow the speed of the shot down, and kept it down to a single.
Barishal batters now need to come up with a positive frame of mind. They just can't bat like this. They're in chase of 179. We're into the 7th over. They're 36 for 2. They need to play out their strokes in order to make sure they go on to chase the target, or else things will get bad to worse for them as the pressure will mount and they lose wicket.
down the leg. Sharp turn on this occasion. Plenty on offer for the spinners.
Conventional field setup for Nazmul Islamopou. There is a short fine leg, short mid-wicket, cover and short third in place inside the circle.
Thought of coming down the track, checking his shot, just a single. The bowling has been exemplary. While we are saying that the batters need to start playing big shots, they know that this is a very important partnership. They can't lose any more wickets. They've already lost 2. Oh, the appeal is there. Again, a very good delivery.
Hint of turn, squared him up. Salman played for that straighter, just turned a bit also. Got a bit of bounce as well.
Brilliant over. Just 6 runs coming from it.
Floodlights coming on. 7 overs done. Barishal's 38 for 2. They're in chase of 179. 141 required of 78. And I still wonder why the 2 batters out there in the middle for Barishal is not looking for those boundaries and sixes. Couple of quiet overs from the Dhaka division bowlers. We've seen Saif Hassan, Shubha got home. And Nazmul Islamopou in the previous over bowled quite tight as skipper Saif Hassan comes in. Bowled a lot slower. Urgency. Sajjadudash, are you a bit surprised?
Yes, of course, especially Fazle Mahmood Rabbi. He is out in the middle. He is in brilliant form. Also Salman, who can forget that innings he played against Chattogram. I'm not really sure if Salman is looking forward to another 25 run over like that one.
Yeah, but singles and doubles won't work for them at the moment. The required run rate is now over 10.97, closer to 11. They're going at a rate of 5.45. Trying to make some room and then backs away at the last moment, wide given by umpire Ghazi Sohail.
Good to see it. Making some room. Definitely he got the bowler on that occasion, Saif Hassan, falling into the trap by bowling a leg side wide.
Right on the money. That's brilliant bowling by captain Saif Hassan. He picked up a wicket and now containing those runs.
It was really on the cards. The pressure was mounting on the batting team. Fazle Mahmood Rabbi once again looking to make some room. Under-aging it onto the stump. Saif Hassan picks his second.
Not good cricket. Not good cricket at all from this Barishal batting lineup. Especially this experienced batter, Fazle Rabbi. Take a lot of time for his 15 of 20 ball. And it seemed like he went onto the shell. And eventually the pressure kept mounting as he lost his wicket after scoring 15. Barishal 41 for 3. Barishal lost their third wicket That too of experience Fazle Rabbi. Skipper Saif Hassan picked up his second wicket. Bowled really well so far, taking the pace off the ball and targeting the stumps. Inside edge this time as Fazle Rabbi tried to cut that one. The pressure is mounting on the Barishal team. That required run rate has now jumped.
Moin Khan striking over 120. Not a lot of runs. Turn will be wide though.
Outstanding bowling. Simply superb. You have to give credit to Saif Hassan, the way he's bowled so far. And on the other hand, Barishal batters must come up with that positive frame of mind, look for those boundaries and sixes to release the pressure and catch up the run rate.
I'm really impressed with the pace Saif Hassan is bowling. The leg side, usually the right-hand batters look to target against the off-spin bigger part of the ground. So single to end the over after 8, 44 for 3.
Things are looking really difficult for Barishal. They are 44 for 3 after 8. In chase of 179 posted by Dhaka division. Skipper Saif Hassan 2 for 15 from his 3 overs. As the crowd enjoying their time here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. We're expecting more of those as the tournament reaches to its climax now. Experienced 𝗬𝗏 𝗂𝗽𝗄 gave away 6 runs in its first over. Slowing it down. Fielder at deep will cut it off, will only get a...
See, Mazhar, you really need to give credit to Saif Hassan. The way he is using his bowlers, the just bowlers for the just end. He himself is bowling from the 𝗂𝗏-𝗂𝗽 bank, where if the right-handed batters want to target him through the leg side, that is the bigger part of the ground. And now 𝗬𝗏 𝗂𝗽𝗄, he has the shorter part of the ground into the leg side of the right-hand batters, but for that you have to play against the spin.
Comes down the track, in the air, not connected properly. Fielder at deep. Takes it on one bounce. Some sort of urgency finally seen from the bat of Moin Khan.
He is an attacking cricketer. Salman as well. Now the question is when they will start attacking. Oh, that will not do.
Yeah, just looking at the approach from the Barishal batters, they're playing their final match of this NCL T20 group stage. Quick single taken. So win in this game will still keep their hopes alive in order to qualify for the playoffs. Obviously the net run rate will come into play. But I would love to see them enjoy their game out in the middle, play their strokes. We are playing a T20 match here.
After 9:47 for 3.
47 for 3 after 9. The required run rate is now 12. Exactly 12 runs per over needed for Barishal to chase the target of 179. They're 3 down for 47 as another experienced spinner, 𝗽𝗵𝗴𝗲𝗂𝗧, comes into the attack. Keeping it slow and low is the key for skipper Saif Hassan against the Barishal batters. It will be interesting to see how Salman Hossain Imon approaches the left-arm spinner. And the approach remains the same, looking for the single. And overthrow will allow them to take another one. Poor cricket, absolutely poor cricket from Dhaka division fielders. There was an overthrow first up and then overthrow again by the fielder. So 6 runs of the first ball of 𝗽𝗵𝗴𝗲𝗂𝗧 over.
Barishal won't mind. Look at that. That was a quick single. 𝗽𝗵 not tidy enough. Then what was that? Absolutely no reason to do that. The second overthrow of the same ball. 50 up, 53 for 3.
Played with soft hand, will get a single. Yeah, we mentioned about the trainers, we mentioned about the coaches, but we hardly mention about the umpires. They do the toughest job in this game of cricket. At times, we tend to be harsh on them. Never easy making those decisions in real time. Direct hit could have been interesting. The on-field umpires today is Qazi Sohail and Shafin Sharif. Third umpire Ali Arman Rajon. And fourth umpire is Ishtiaq Ahmed Nadeem. Enamul Haq Moni, who oversees the umpires, the assessor of these umpires in Bangladesh. A total of 17 umpires are officiating in this NCL T20. Sajjad. They have got Abdullah Al-Ovi, the umpire's educator. And each decision, each of their movements are being monitored and given the marks according to their performance. What a ball! Came into the right-hander as Moin Khan came down the track and missed it completely.
Barishal's misery is not ending here. Moin Khan making some room, moving towards the leg stump. That ball really came in. 𝗽𝗵𝗴𝗲𝗂𝗧 continuing with his good form. With the ball in hand, an important wicket for them. Moin Khan departs for 3, 56 for 4.
It's also time for the umpires and the players to have a drinks break. we create a lot of memories in the grounds, stadiums. I still remember I went to watch a cricket match for the first time with my father back in the days in Gulistan, where Mohammedan faced Abahani. Jam-packed crowd, great environment, great atmosphere. And this was that time I realized that I need to play this game. This is how parents introduced their sons and daughters to this beautiful game of cricket. Right, umpire Ghazi Sohail still waiting, and we hope they will start the proceedings shortly, as Barishal are struggling badly at the moment, lost their 4th wicket, 56 on the board. Dot ball to end a successful over from 𝗘𝗵𝗴𝗲𝗂. We are halfway through the innings. Barishal 56 for 4. Five bowlers used so far by skipper Saif Hassan. The required run rate is now 12.30. Barishal in chase of 179. Regular intervals in the power play.
Crowd enjoying, seeing themselves on big screen. So you were talking about the umpires' jobs being so difficult. Not only the umpires on field, even the TV umpire, with all the technology he has in his hands, how often the TV umpire today, Ali Arman Rajan, how often with the mic in hand we say that we are happy not to be the TV umpire.
It's a thankless job, Udash. Whatever decision you make, you can't make happy everyone. Down the leg side, that will be some easy runs. I don't think that will reach the fence. The fielder will cut it off. But some easy runs offered by Nazmul Islam Opu. That was given as wide as well by umpire Shafin Sharif. Ali Arman Rajan, you mentioned about the 3rd umpire. Played for the Bangladesh A team. Played first-class cricket. Used to be a very good off-spinner. Nicely bowled.
I think he would have loved to bowl on this surface. The purchase spinners are getting. Kamrul Islam Rabbi padded up. He is in some good batting form. Oh, that was bowled really beautifully. Nazmul Opu. He's a very reading the batter, spotting every small movements they make.
Down the track, hit him in the toe end of the bat. Will it reach the fence? It does. Shoaib Ghazi gets off the mark with a sixer. And at one point, I really felt he couldn't connect it properly, but still, it went all the way for maximum.
Toe end of the bat. Yes, didn't middle it. And look at the effort. He touched the ball, but it was way over his head. 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝗀 is a fantastic fielder, experienced campaigner. So much needed 6 for Barishal. This is a good over for them. What a turn. Beautifully come back by 𝗏𝗡𝗄𝗃. End of the
Barishal need 113 of 54 deliveries. The equation is getting tougher and tougher for Barishal. However, 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗍𝗃 managed to struck a 6 in the previous over. But still, they need to hit more of those, a lot more of those. Salman Hossain Imon is capable of hitting those. 𝗘𝗵𝗴𝗃𝗍 to continue. Bowls wide of the crease, swept that away. And as just I mentioned about Salman Hossain Imon is capable of hitting those sixes, I still wonder why he played those 15 balls to smash his first six.
Never. 𝗘𝗵𝗴𝗃𝗍. This time it was a bad ball onto the leg stump into the hitting zone. Short, pulled away, high and handsome, goes for another six, back to back for Mohammad Salman.
Finally, Salman Hossain Imon is looking for those big shots. And we now can see why he is capable of those. Quick off the back foot, goes to the position quickly and just launched that away towards deep mid-wicket. All of a sudden he reaches to 28 of 17 balls. They need more of those. Right on the block hole. Good comeback from 𝗘𝗵𝗃𝗍.
Sivasar, we could see the assist. In fact, from ball one in this match, in the first innings. But Dhaka batters, especially Zawad, Ariful, the likes of them, they kept attacking the bowling and they picked up 91 runs at the end of 10 overs, though they were 4 down. And that is the difference. Barishal is also 4 down, but they are scoring just over 7 now. Even below 7. 6.76 to be exact.
Good to see Salman Hossain Imon looking for those big strokes. 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗍𝗃 also struck one. That armour delivery came off the arm into the right-hander. Dot ball to end the over. Nevertheless, a very good over for Barishal. 14 coming from it. They are 80 for 4 after 12.
Beautiful shades of the sky. The comparison after 12. Dhaka division, they were 5 down, but they were way ahead. 106. On the other hand, Barishal 4 for 80. Also the influx of late runs from that partnership between Shubman Khan and 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗃. The 𝗃𝗍𝗃 came. What a beautiful stadium it is, Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. I feel so good every time I come here. Iqbal Hossain Imon. He will be proceeding from Walton end.
Down the leg side, pulled that away by skipper 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗍𝗃 to fetch a boundary of the first ball of Iqbal.
For number 602 in this tournament, stylishly played. 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗍𝗃, he knows how to bat. He has a test 100. Can hit some big blows as well. Now Barishal need it.
Good comeback, back of a length delivery. Ran the first one hard, looking for the second, and will complete that quite comfortably in the end. Good running between the wicket, between these two batters in the middle.
See, currently, the required run rate is just over 12, and if they could hit a boundary from the first 2 or 3 balls of every over and then look for the singles and doubles, that will do. So yes, still it's not our required application required out in the middle, and most importantly, you need to assess the situation. You need to pick your bowler
and that positive intent. Slower delivery. Again ran the first one hard, looking for the second. 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 gave up.
Well, I give him a benefit of doubt. At least he started well in this over, 7 of the first 3. So it's now up to Mohammad Salman, who hit 2 big sixes in the previous over. Can he do another one? Good bowling from the youngster, Imon. It was way outside off stump. It was a slower for it. Brilliantly bowled. Such calm, cool, matured head over the shoulders. The future is great.
Yeah, as a batter, Salman needs to realize with the short third and short fine leg inside the circle, the slower balls will come. So he needs to adjust that and make sure where to hit the ball. Again, back of a hand slower. Well disguised this time by Iqbal.
The control over that backhand slower was brilliant. Look at that. It maybe came back a little towards the off stump, and he was bowling at the 4th stump line. That is so difficult to do. I remember seeing 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃 probably for the first time using these backhand slowers to effect for Bangladesh.
Slower again, undone. End of a brilliant over. Although he got struck for a boundary in the first ball, he came back well. 3 dot balls in a row. End of over number 13. Barishal 87 for 4. So skipper Saif Hassan can bring in his seamers after the spinners done the job up front with the ball for him. Now it's turn for the seamers to come up and bowl those slower deliveries as Iqbal Imon did in the previous over. Shuman Khan had a good time with the bat. Now he will be looking to pick up a few wickets in this back end of the required run rate is now over 13. 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 14 of 10, Salman 29 of 23. 2 for 31 is his best, picked up 5 wickets so far in this NCL T20. Banged in short. Played well on the back foot. Fielder at deep cover will cut it off, but 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 will get a couple.
𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 spotted the opportunity to hit a boundary through that region because the cover, the mid-off, they are up in the circle. So if he could clear the infield through that region, that's a boundary. Not quite got it, but a couple of runs to start with in this over. 89 for 4, 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃. He is trying his best.
And looking for that second, ran the first one hard. Fielder ran from all the way from deep wicket, deep mid-wicket boundary. restricted the batters for just a single.
𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 probably getting a bit of tired out there because that ball was placed perfectly for the second run. Will be single once again. I don't think 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 will go for the second run. Yes, he didn't.
Well, Shimon Khan needs to bowl those slowers and cutters often. With those seam-up deliveries coming onto the bat quite comfortably for the batters, he needs to follow what 𝗃𝗁𝗍𝒐𝒻 did in the previous over with those back-of-a-hand slowers and cutters, making life difficult. Had a great day with the bat, a hard-working cricketer, Shimon Khan. Banged in, saw the batter coming down the track. A good response, but still wide given by the umpire Ghazi Sohail, and it will fetch them another 4 runs. Came off by, so 5 runs came in this delivery.
Important runs. Shimon Khan, he saw the batter coming down the wicket and wanted to outfox him by bowling a bouncer, but it was too high, and the keeper also didn't have a chance to catch that. So bonus runs for Barishal. They need some more like that.
This time he came up with that slower delivery. Fielder will cut it off, but will only get a single. They need more bounces. Actually, Salman is capable of hitting those.
10 from this over, so this is a good one for Barishal, courtesy of those 5 wide runs. The required run rate is touching 13 in this moment. So Salman, he needs to continue looking for that boundary. Slower ball once again, beautifully bowled, well disguised as well. Suddenly Salman again started to struggle. It was a very good slower ball, hit the pitch hard on that occasion. He didn't roll his finger over, that's why Salman really couldn't pick it up.
It was perhaps a knuckle delivery. Once again, top edge, wicketkeeper will complete an easy catch in the end as Shimon Khan strikes for Dhaka division, removing the dangerous Salman after scoring 30 of 25, and that slower delivery once again doing the tricks for the fast bowlers for Dhaka division.
Once again Salman, he was put under a lot of pressure. Slower ball, this time a off cutter. Salman had no control over that shot. Played blindly through the leg side, only managing a top edge into the keeper's gloves. Salman Hossain Imon, he departs for 30, 97 for 5.
Helmet.
5 down for 97. Dhaka division, they are really looking good at this stage of the game. Shimon Khan with a successful over to start his spell. Picked up a wicket. Let's have a look at it again. Slower delivery. Salman Khan didn't pick it up. Salman Imon only top edging it, and the wicket-keeper. It was an easy catch for him. Shomon Khan with the bat scored some valuable runs and took a wicket. Having a great day at the office. 𝗂𝗪𝗂𝗃𝗂𝗍𝗂. Fuller length, Taibur will be single only. Welcome, Shanu Rabbani.
Thank you so much, Sajjad. Yeah, the match pretty much in the bag as far as Dhaka are concerned. 𝗂𝗪𝗂𝗃𝗂𝗃 bowled well, generally bowls well. Now, for Dhaka, it's all about keeping the runs in check, which someone as experienced as 𝗃𝗵𝗶𝗃𝗃 can do. Again, bowling it very nicely wide of the batter, making him reach, keeping things down to singles. And then you see Jihad as well behind him. They bowled well. The batters need to back them up.
With that single, 100 is up, 100 for 5, 14.5 overs, 79 to go. Not looking good for Barishal. Kamrul, big back lift, hit it hard, but lots of air given behind that ball by 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃. So it is a good over from him once again, considering 4 only.
What's good to see is him making the batters work hard to score their runs. This time it's lofted. Much needed one off the bat of 𝗂𝗪𝗂𝗃𝗂𝗍𝗂.
Yes, he met the ball at a fuller length, full toss. One bounce over the boundary, bisecting long on and long off. Much needed one, they need some more. Short ball, hit it hard. Protection there, so will be a single only. So still not a bad over for the bowling side. 9 of 806 for 5 after 15.
$73 runs required from 30 deliveries. The required rate is 14.6. So yes, 73 runs required, 30 deliveries in hand. Got to see fans coming in, watching the games. Shomon Khan back again. Coming down the track, over the top. The outside edge takes the ball to the boundary. Another one off the bat of 𝗂𝗪𝗂𝗃𝗂𝗍𝗂.
That is good. That is good intent shown by the skipper 𝗂𝗪𝗂𝗃𝗂𝗍𝗂. Yes, he couldn't middle the ball. Once again, slower delivery. So 𝗂𝗪𝗂𝗍𝗂, he had to come down the track and put some pace behind the ball. And with that flash of his bat, the momentum really took that ball away from the fielder. This time single. Now only runs or boundaries from one side won't be enough for Barishal. Kamrul Islam Rabbi, he needs to provide that support. He needs to hit a few as well.
It's a tough ask. Credit to the way Dhaka have bowled. Shomon Khan among them, amongst the wickets. A deep point, deep mid-wicket. Over that fielder. The deep point will come into play immediately before 2 runs are scored. And yeah, you mentioned Rabbi needs to play some big shots. He's trying.
Well, coming down the wicket and targeting that offside field, at the very last moment, he realized that it is a slower delivery. That edge didn't go to a fielder directly. 7 of the first 3. They need to convert this over into a big one. Once again, brilliant bowling, quick single, but singles will not do for Barishal.
Eight runs so far coming in this over. Required rate saying it's 15. So they have 2 deliveries left still. 8 runs from 4 balls. And they go at this rate, it'll be 12 runs coming.
𝗃𝗧𝗪𝗂 bowled a brilliant final over. 𝗃𝗪𝗪𝗂, he departs. Jawad Abrar. What a fantastic catch it is. And that's the 2nd wicket for Shubman Khan. With that, he thought he hit it well.
Yeah, that was well hit, but what a fantastic catch. There we see it. Kept his balance. Didn't go over the ropes. Cool as you like. Jawad Abrar is one cool customer. And that celebration from Shubman Khan says it all. Scoring runs with the bat and now taking wickets. 𝗂𝗪𝗪𝗂 gone for 30 of 20. It's 114 for 6.
Shubman Khan. And let's have a look at that. 𝗃𝗪𝗪𝗂. What a brilliant catch it was from the youngster Jawad. Moving towards his right. Timing the jump perfectly. So Dhaka closing in. Tanveen Islam, only 1 run so far in this tournament. Once again, a slower delivery. So a brilliant over once again from Shubman Khan after 16, 114 for 6.
Beautiful sunset here at Sylhet. Serene, great conditions. Because it is an absolute stunner. Sometimes, from the place we're sitting in the comm box, when the sun is setting, you can see hills at the horizon. And it is one heck of a sight when that happens.
Kudos to the cameraman, bringing the poet out of Shahnur. Well done, Shahnur. Now back to cricket. Nazmul Opoo coming back to bowl his final over. Once again, turn. Kamrul Rabi will pick up a single. I think this should be a one-way traffic from here on for Dhaka.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to be a musician. Then when I realized I wasn't good enough, I thought, oh, what about... Okay, maybe not. Okay, I'll do cricket commentary.
You are doing good. Don't let the inner Shanur tell you that you are not good at it, like the ones telling you when you were younger. Nazmul Appu from the Walton end. 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 was waiting for it, for that heave over mid wicket, but couldn't connect.
Hope you're not calling me old, Mr. Doctor Udash.
Wanted to play somewhere else. All of you are youngsters. I was referring to Mazhar then. I give one to you too. That is a good hit. That is a good hit, but will cut off. Shubhagata home, filling at long off. Only the third run in this over so far.
Yeah, we're all young at heart, I believe, Shadjad, and it's important to be young at heart, to enjoy life, I feel. And why wouldn't you enjoy life when you're commentating on such a beautiful game? Now that is heaved, but won't reach the boundary. And that ends the over after 17. It's 118 for 6.
Nazmul Appu finishes with brilliant numbers. Yes, happy faces in the crowd, enjoying their time. Good to see. Shuman Khan will continue. It's getting out of hand now. Required run rate is over 20 now. 61. The need of 18 deliveries. Tanvir on strike. Bouncer. Top edge. Still won't go for a boundary. So, of course, credit to the bowlers. Spinners set the platform on. The pacers, they are now enjoying. Having a close look into the proceedings, the selectors. So this is a great platform for the players to showcase what they've got, the talents, their skills, the X-Factor cricketers just before the Bangladesh Premier League. Hit sounded really well, and it had some damage as well. So 6 nevertheless from 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏.
Yeah, you gave that a mighty whack. Look at that. And yeah, doing some damage there. Shuman Khan has taken 2 wickets, scored very crucial runs. Won't mind seeing 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 attacking him. Will think he can get another wicket. Again, bangs it in short. Well directed, but nope, not according to the umpire. Thinks it's wide.
Wickets, yes, for Barishal. Now things are really looking bad, but for Dhaka, they would love to finish this league phase with a win.
Long on, long off in play, so it should be very full. Isn't full, and gets punished for it. Pulled away for a maximum, the second in the over from Rabbi.
Too little, too late. 𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗃 picking up the length, picked up the slower ball. That was a good hit. And that was a long hit. That's the longest part of the ground, 70 meters. And it went 20 more probably beyond that boundary line. You never know, cricket is a funny game. Once again, good slower delivery.
.46 required from 14 deliveries. Yes, Rabbi took some wickets when he was bowling. Now with the bat, he's scoring some runs, showing the intent, wanting to keep Barishal in this match. They will need plenty more of these in the next few deliveries. Heaves it over deep mid-wicket. That's another 6. The third in the over. Do we have a game in our hands?
Well, 𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗃 is definitely providing some hope to the Barishal team. He knew that it is going for a 6 the moment he hit it. Suddenly, the required run rate comes down to 18.5. It was over 20 at the start of this over. Now, can you hit another one, 𝗂𝗺𝗃? Please, go for it. He went for it, but couldn't make a connection after 1839 for 6. .40 runs needed of 12 deliveries from the outer ground. We've just heard that Khulna, they won the game against Rangpur. That means Khulna now have 8 points and they are through. So Dhaka Metro, Rangpur, Khulna securing their positions for the playoffs. The fourth position. Another familiar face behind the camera, Mr. Gomez. Mr. Ratan Gomez, he is. Official photographer from Bangladesh Cricket Board. Iqbal Hassan Imon coming back. So now, back to the points table. For the fourth position, Chattogram and now probably Dhaka and Barishal, they are fighting for. Oh, that is a good hit. No, 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 no. Up in the air. Oh, Nazmul spills it.
Was tough. Swerving in the air. Under the floodlights. He still got a smile, which is great to see. Imam banged it in short. And there it was. An opportunity, a tough one. Running back, it's never easy. 2 more runs added. Importantly, 𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗃𝗃 is on strike.
39 required of 11 balls. Kamrul Rabbi hit a few sixes. That won't be a wide because Kamrul Islam Rabbi, he moved outside of stump. So that is good bowling from the youngster once again. Iqbal Hassan Imon impressed me in this tournament.
With his pace, yes. With his maturity, for sure. They feel they've got a win in their bag, and who knows if they can make it. Oh, now is that going to be a no ball? Yes, it is, and it goes all the way for a boundary. She'll have to bowl that again. Commentator's curse, it seems. We're praising the bowler, and all of a sudden this happens.
I think that slipped out of his hand. Kamrul Islam Rabbi, he did really well to put some bat on it. And he placed it perfectly. Yes, of course, it was a no ball and it will be a free hit for Kamrul Rabbi. He should be enjoying that. 34 required of 10 balls. Can Barishal do it? It will be wide, will be wide. Iqbal Hassan Imon, he is complaining about it because he a long way outside off stump. Rabbi is smiling.
Yeah, perhaps a bit too wide. And that means that this delivery is still a free hit. Equation coming down, 33 needed from 10 deliveries. That means 7 runs have been scored from the bat and via extras from the first 2 legal deliveries. Now, what happens here is going to be vital. Oh, this time the umpire decides, nope, it's not wide. Fair delivery, a slower, wide Yorker, well bowled.
Suddenly the smile vanishes from Rabbi's mouth. He was smiling at it. He thought once again. Extra run. Big appeal. He was on the move. Kamrul Islam Rabbi, probably that saved him. Now Tanvir Islam will be on strike. He really needs to hit at least 2 boundaries from the remaining 2 balls in this over. Kamrul Islam Rabbi looks calm, collected. Now third man, fine leg, both up in the circle, backward point in the circle. Will be a single to deep point. Iqbal Hassan Imon didn't pick a wicket today, but he bowled well within himself. Kamrul Islam Rabbi taking guard once again, will be eyeing that over boundary for that 6. Fine leg, square leg up in the circle. Slower ball, brilliantly bowled. Only a single to end the penultimate over. 149 for 6 after 19. They are enjoying themselves. No one could do it. Hit the fridge, win a prize. So probably after the game ends, I will go down and hit the board. Not really sure if that will count for the prize. 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃, he is on strike against Shumon Khan, who has been taken to the cleaners in his last over by Rabbi. Outside off stump, good hit into the gap through extra cover, will be a boundary. So this is a good little entertaining cameo from Kamrul Islam Rabbi. 150 is up. Once again, Shumon Khan short, tried a slower, way outside off stump. Rabbi picked it out really well. 26 of 5 required. I think that should be it for Barishal. Now mathematically it is not possible unless Shumon Khan bowls and wide or a no ball. So he just needs to finish the over. Doesn't matter whether he goes for runs or not, but yes, they still don't know who is the fourth team to qualify for the playoffs. So margin of win matters for Dhaka. Shumon Khan, he seems to know it. He knows that mathematically they have won the game, but they should be looking forward to do what is the... Once again a good hit. Just before this ball, that long off fielder was called up into the circle, and Kamrul Islam Rabbi goes straight once again, slower, bang into the pitch. Rabbi, a straight hit for 4. (38 of 21). What a cameo he is playing. This time into the leg side, straight to the fielder, will be a single only. So 2 balls, 21 runs required. That is out of equation. For Dhaka, the margin matters. Protection in the leg side, deep square leg, deep mid wicket and long on. Slow delivery outside of stump. Rabbi is going for the bye run. I think we will go upstairs. Yes, on field umpire Ghazi Sohail signaling. He failed to make a connection there, Tanvir. That looks close. This should give us a better idea. Still Tanvir is struggling. Good collection from the bowler. This is touch and go. This is definitely a difficult one for the TV umpire. Now the bells are dislodged now, but Tanvir, when was the bells dislodged? That is the question. Was he on the line? or some part of the bat was behind the crease. Yes, now this is really a tough call. Batter is in. I think the TV umpire, he needs some more time on this to make a decision. Is the bell dislodged now? What does the next frame say? The next frame says the batter is in. So we are waiting for the decision on the big screen. Still decision pending. And not out. So it comes in favor of the batter. So they were able to steal that by run. Final delivery is coming up. Rabbi misses it. So now Dhaka, they have won this game. Barishal, their final score is 159 for 6. So definitely Barishal, they are out of any equation. Dhaka, they scored 178. Enjoyed this game. 2 games were held in this ground today. Dhaka division. That is the Barishal division's batting card. They started really slowly. Ifti, Abdul Majid, 10 and 9, then Fazlur Rabbi, 15 of 20, Mohammad Salman, 30 of 26, Shuag Ghazi tried for a little bit, 30 of 20, Kamrul Rabbi, he smashed a few, 39 of 23, but none of those efforts were enough to win this game. 159 for 6 from their 20 overs. The bowling card. Saif Hassan, the captain, he picked up 2 for 15. Shuman Khan, he had a great day today, 2 for 48. Taibur Rahman picked up a wicket. Shubhagata Home, he picked up a wicket. And Iqbal Hassan Imon, he was economical. So the Barishal innings highlights. Ifti started off with a boundary. Abdul Majid too, but then they lost their way. The first wicket, Abdul Majid it was. Then Fazlur Mahmood Rabbi, Ifti, they all failed, to be very honest. Fazlur Mahmood Rabbi, this was his dismissal against Saif Hassan. Moin Khan going for a big one. Shohag Ghazi, he tried for some time. Salman Hussain Imon hit back-to-back sixes. Shohag Ghazi, and that is the dismissal of Salman Imon. Shohag Ghazi still continued trying outside edge for 4, and this is the dismissal. What a brilliant catch it was from Zawad. Then Kamrul Islam Rabbi, he entertained us. 3 sixes from 1 over. That no ball, he hit a boundary. That was a good hit. Once again straight for a boundary, and finally the final ball he couldn't connect. So the match summary, Dhaka division batting first, put a score of 178 on the board. Shuman Khan top scored with 36 not out, Zawad Abrar 32, Nazmul Oppo 23, supported Suman Khan, and Barishal in reply 159 for 6. So we are all ready for the presentation. Let's go to the Mazharuddin Army.
Very good game of cricket overall, where in the end, Dhaka division go on to win by 19 runs over Barishal. Hello and welcome to Al-Arafa Islami Bank presents NCL T20 2024, powered by Walton in association with Lily, Ace Properties and Oryx. First of all, let me introduce to our guest today. We have MD Sajjad Hussain, Additional Director, Walton High-Tech Industries, AVP and Manager, Al-Arafa Islami Bank PLC, Gobindoganj Branch, Sunamganj. Alongside Mr. Fahim Sinha, Director, Bangladesh Cricket Board, and Mr. Mizanur Rahman, Operative Director, Remark HB Limited. Thank you, gentlemen, for being with us. First of all, let me call upon 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗄𝗃 to come up and have a few words, please. গাজী, একটু ডিসঅ্যাপয়েন্টিং ফিনিশ টুর্নামেন্টের শেষে এসে?
না, অবশ্যই। আসলে আমরা ভালো ক্রিকেট খেলছি। এখন সত্যি কথা বলতে ফার্স্ট টুর্নামেন্ট, আমাদেরও অনেক প্লেয়ারই ফার্স্ট টাইম খেলতেছে T20। তো সেই হিসাবে অবশ্যই আমরা ভালো স্টার্ট করছিলাম, তো ফিনিশটা ভালো হলে আরও ভালো লাগতো।
নিশ্চয়ই এই টুর্নামেন্ট থেকে অনেক কিছু প্রাপ্তিও রয়েছে আপনাদের।
অবশ্যই, কারণ আমাদের এইটা হলো আমাদের লোকাল প্লেয়ারদের নিয়ে টুর্নামেন্টটা অবশ্যই আমাদের জন্য ভালো, এবং থ্যাঙ্কস টু ক্রিকেট বোর্ডকে যে আসলে আমাদের লোকাল প্লেয়ারদের জন্য অপরচুনিটি করার জন্য।
থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। And Barishal, it's time for me to call upon the Al-Arafa Islami Bank player of the match, and for his all-round effort, first up with the bat, 36 of 21 and picked up 2 wickets. It's Suman Khan, who's the Al-Arafa Islami Bank player of the match. He will collect a check and a crest from our guest. Batted really well under pressure, helped Dhaka division to post a good total on the board, and in the end, picking up 2 wickets. Suman, if you please come up and have a few words. Suman, প্রথমত রাখতে পারেন, এটা নিয়ে যেতে হবে বাসায়। সুমন, প্রথমত বোলার হিসাবে আপনাকে জানা, বাট আজকে দ্য ওয়ে ইউ ব্যাটেড, যদি ব্যাটিং নিয়ে একটু বলতেন।
আসলে আমি চেষ্টা করছি যে দলের একটা ভালো গুড টোটাল যেন নিতে পারি, চেষ্টা ছিল। আর আমাদের আর্লি উইকেট গেছে, বাট আমাদের সবার মধ্যে একটা প্ল্যানিং ছিল যে আমরা যেন একটু বিগ টোটাল করতে পারি, যেহেতু আমাদের একটা চান্স ছিল নেট রান রেটের। সবাই চেষ্টা করছি যেন একটা বড় ব্যাটিং করা। আলহামদুলিল্লাহ যে ভালো ব্যাটিং করতে পারছি, ব্যাটে বলে হয়েছে, দলের একটা ভালো স্কোর নিতে পারছি। এর জন্য
বোলার হিসাবে যদি আপনার পারফরমেন্সটা বিবেচনা করেন, পিচ কিন্তু যথেষ্ট ভালো ব্যাটারদের জন্য, তো একটু ডিফিকাল্ট হয়েছে অ্যাডজাস্ট করতে?
পাওয়ার প্লের ফার্স্টের দিকে একটু বলগুলো ধরতে ছিল, ট্রিকি ছিল, বাট আফটার ফ্লাড লাইট যখন জেলে উঠলো তখন আর কি একটু উইকেটটা বল আসতেছিল ভালো, বাট আলহামদুলিল্লাহ সবকিছু মিলে ভালো হইলেই ভালো লাগে।
Well done, outstanding performance and all the best for the future. Suman Khan, the Al-Arafa Islami Bank player of the match. Now it's time to call up the winning captain, Saif Hassan of Dhaka division, to come up and have a few words, please. Saif, happy to finish the tournament on a high. Yeah. However, that net run rate will come into play and eventually you miss the spot.
Yeah, obviously. I think we played good cricket this game, but unfortunately Khulna won, so no equation. But happy that we finished on a winning note.
A quick word about this tournament. It's been a big platform. Tell us more about this tournament.
I think this tournament was very helpful for us, and also the environment was very good, little bit flavor of BPL. So I think it will help us a lot, and obviously it's a big platform for us.
Thank you very much, and all the best for the future.
Thank you.
Saif Hassan, the captain of Dhaka division. And that concludes the presentation party here. Back to the com box.
Yes, the player of the match, Suman Khan, what a day he had. Some invaluable runs with the bat. So today, Rajshahi, the morning game, they won over Sylhet by 26 runs. And then Dhaka versus Barishal. Finally, Dhaka came out as winners. Confirmation that for the 4th spot, Chattogram, they have qualified for the playoffs. So the 4 teams for the playoffs, Dhaka Metro, Rangpur, Khulna and Chattogram. Tomorrow we have a one-day break and then we will come with the climax part of the tournament. For now, this is goodbye from Sylhet.